Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Sunday. We're so glad you're with us. This is the big finale of our week here at TVON. We're so excited about this show. This show is really good. We got everything. Let's just face it. Anything you can dream up in gemstones, we got it. But there are very, very important pieces that if you've been watching for a month, a few hours, or all 10 years, you're going to see pieces today you've never seen before. Like, for example, I have a 1.5 carat marquee diamond. It's a white diamond, 1.5 carat in size. That's not something we've had before. It's a beautiful ring, grand as can be. And when I saw it, I was a little surprised because having been around diamonds a long time, I don't know, I thought it was a 5 carat. It's huge. So look at that. You can see it from a long way away. So that is an incredible ring. Love that one. I know we were all fighting over the marquise yellow yesterday. Well, I got a beautiful white diamond here today. I also have Tanzanite drop earrings. I'm wearing some diaspora earrings, by the way. If you loved our collection grade diasporas of late, we've been bringing out. Have those for you. Bracelets galore are here, including the Brazilian Paraiba bracelet that is on a clearance event price. Probably the most collectible piece we have in the inventory. And then I've got a purple diamond, also certified by GIA. You don't see that very often. Purple diamond. Love that. It's a purple pink. We love it. New opals, new fancy cut diamonds, a cut I've never seen in a yellow diamond. We are just... It's amazing. It really is. It's going to be rapid fire for 3 hours. That's all we get you for. So we make the most of it. We've got a lot of brand new, as well as there is a returning favorite in a hoop earring that I am telling you, I know that these sold out. I had them on my wish list myself because I love a good hoop, but these are the big diamond hoops that are not the big size. So what do I mean by big diamonds? I mean literally big diamonds. Small size, small diameter, a huggy style, but the really big individual stones that you're going to love. And then we have Fawn diamond is making an appearance. So basically, it's anything you want to see, anything you can imagine up, anything you want to request from the vault, I will bring it on out and we will discount. So it's a great day to be shopping. And remember that we do feature mostly one-of-a-kinds. That is definitely the case today. I think my only exception on that would be the hoop earrings. I've got just a few available, so they'll be going quickly. But it is really a good day to shop. So lots of museum, lots of markdowns. It's just, I think, and also one more thing. Tanzanite, oh my goodness, 6 carat plus. I've got 3 options, emerald cut, pear shape, and an oval, and they're going to be clearance priced. And there's some of the grandest of them all because they all feature big diamond weights. So you're in for a treat. Have the phone at the ready. Probably best to be in hand so that you're ready to shop and ready to dial in. And as soon as you see something you love, that's what you should do. And maybe it's Star Ruby that you're loving. We are just a few days away now from the month of July, and this is one of the more unusual ways. Come on over and take a look. Oh, how we do July birthstone. The ruby is fantastic. So this is really important. And again, a request, get them in. We're happy to help you out with those. This is 1128714 and it is brand new right now. Kathy's checking in first. She got the, hey Kathy, you get the prize. You are the first to check in today. I love that. Kathy says, I'm here from Buffalo. Wonderful. Buffalo, New York. Wonderful. Glad you're with us, Kathy. So here we go. This is 8714. It's platinum. It's a 2 carat oval star ruby, and then you get 31 points in diamonds. And does this mean I have to remove that huge marquise diamond just to try this on? Yes, I will. So you've got diamond weight at 31 points. I do want to do what I always do. Yeah. Block one of the lights here. Why? Because I want to show you what it's going to look like in person. That is now 2 stars went to 1. So 2, 1. Great party trick you can play with all your friends, but that's going to be in, look, I can take the other light, the right side light, block that, boom. So that's what it's going to look like when you open the box and it arrives home, typically 1 star per light source, so you can know what to expect there. But this is a bypass style, the pave on one side. I can't believe we're going to sell a 2 carat this affordably. It's really important, and again, lots and lots to get to, and several ruby opportunities. I even have a little mini ruby wheel for you, and if you like star stones, you might want to stick around because I got a 27.5 blue star sapphire. Yes, I really said that. 27.5 carats blue star sapphire. So that's going to be a little more money than this one. Let me try this on for you. Let's get it a great home. And what a fun way to do a ruby that even if you have the classic, the basic, the pretty, straightforward ruby, well, this is a fun way to do it with the asterism, which is a naturally occurring phenomena. And I'll blow it out from a $19.99 price and we'll give it away for $9.99 just to get us started on a Sunday on the right note and give you a mega, oh, what's that? What are we peeking over here? Oh, I just wanted to show you what blue zircon and Brazilian Paraiba, how similar they look because I have them together. So that's the Brazilian Paraiba tennis bracelet. And then we've got, again, I can't believe what I'm saying here, 27.5 carat star sapphire, Brazilian Paraiba tennis bracelet with halos, blue zircon bangle, or you can get the star ruby that's a 2 carat for $9.99. So we'll see who's got it. We're going to give it 30 seconds. And then who needs, yes. You've got the star ruby. All right. Zine says, well, I'll take that. Thank you so much. Now, speaking of rubies, let's continue to carry on with some rubies, but this time a different form. And we're going to see a designer pendant. This is really, wow, look at that. I love black rhodium. So this is really exciting because we don't see a lot of black rhodium utilized, but that's very impressive. It's all item number 1128795. That would be our 18 karat gold, 90 points in the rubies, set in the black rhodium, which is really, I think, lovely because it gives it a deeper, darker color base, so it really allows that color of the rubies themselves to really bounce. And 8795, it's 18 karat solid white gold, and then you've got your rhodium just placed where the pave of the rubies are, and we've got it with 10 points in diamonds as well. Now it's going to sit north to south when it's on the neckline. I'll show you that now. It does have that great finishing too. There's a hidden veil on one side, so that's what it's going to look like. See, if only we could do every stone in black rhodium, especially when you see pave. It just gives a richness about it that's totally unique and different, and this really feels like a subtle curve, a subtle little, almost looks like a layered piece where you stack the rubies over the diamonds, and again the ruby weight is 90 points and it's all 18 karat gold, so stays as is in the white gold and the black rhodium. We're going to blow it out. I know it's rubies like you don't usually see them here, and really affordably so, and yet they're still Burma, still the rounds, still matched. Actually, it would be very tough, and we're very busy on the phone line, so I apologize. We don't have a lot of operators here yet because it's a Sunday morning. They were all probably out partying on Saturday, you know, as opposed to me who was inside at 8 p.m. reading a book in bed. No, I really actually wasn't either, but I'm here. So anyway, let's do this. I have got $9.99 first caller. That's it. And let me measure it real quick. And yeah, we're going to go with a $9.99 trend on rubies here. And then later we've got some bigger stones and rings, as I mentioned. This is what it looks like here, 1 inch top to bottom. Like I said, we have a lot of busy lines. I'm sorry for all the backup. There's a hold and a wait time right now, which I know can be disconcerting and frustrating when you're trying to get in on these values, but take a look at that. That's what it looks like from a distance away, so you get a look at it there and really get to see what a treasured piece that is, and so amazing to see all those consistency rather in the ruby. So we'll take it back up close and take another look there, and we'll see who's got it. $9.99 for our 18 karat gold. And sometimes we see a lot of 18 karat in the yellow gold, but it's nice to see it in the fresh white gold too. I just cannot get enough of this diamond. Okay, so I'm going to show you the big diamond that I swear to you there's no way it could be a carat and a half. It's just too big. I don't know if it's a typo, a misprint, but it is major, and you saw it from a distance away at the top of the show. Let me show you what we have here in this incredible diamond. So here we are, and this is just easy to wear too. Watch this on the hand. So $9.99 of the pendant. Look at that. Carat and a half. I don't know. I got a long finger and a large hand and all that. Look at the size of this diamond ring. That is a platinum piece. It's our largest white diamond I think we've had. I don't remember having bigger than a carat and a half white diamond on this show. And 9 years running, that's pretty remarkable. Then it's our carat and a half marquees, and then surrounded in another 158 in diamonds. The item number is 8838. And I know how many of you ask me all the time, do you have any big white diamonds that don't necessarily also look bridal? We had that great solitaire the other day that'd be perfect for, you know, getting on fiancé and all that. But this is really about a big look in a ring that you could wear anywhere. It doesn't need to be left hand ring finger at all. Could be middle, could be index, could be right hand, could be wherever you want to wear it. It is really low profile, and again, it's a carat and a half center. I'm going with it. That's what it says, but I mean, look at the size of that. It's practically knuckle to knuckle. Bezel set on the center, all the pave around it, and that would be, of course, 308 total weight in diamonds because you have the 158 in the side rounds, and this is still a VS stone. I think I have my fingerprints all over it, so let me give it a polish here, and then we'll see it up close as well. But I just could not deny that that's something that, again, for those of you that watch all the time are going, what's new? What's fresh today? Take a look at it up close here. We'll help you out. I want to show you, look at that. That's an amazing, amazing stone. And we're going to send it out in due time here. So let me know if you'd like that. And by the way, Zine, who was shopping that star ruby with you? Susan? Hi, Susan. Thank you so much. I think the pendant may still be here. That is the black rhodium and the rubies and the diamonds. So that's one to consider. And then get ready. We've got all kinds of bracelets. And since I told you about the 27 karat, and I suppose if you're looking for this one, we can do better than $27,999. Got to do better. And look at all that platinum. Lots of platinum there, 308 in diamonds, and just really an incredible look. The towering way that the pave reaches up and around all the way to that halo. It's not going to be $20,000 or $15,000 or even $10,000. We're doing that for $99.99. So one caller only will be able to abscond with that one because that is a really serious value. And then I will show you, just since we're already hanging out in the museum, I do have a very special star sapphire that is just colossal. Never seen one this large. And so look at this, that is going to be here. And so and hey, we're still trying to find Ginger. I know I got your email here, so we're still trying to find you the perfect Mandarin. So yes, whenever you're ready, why don't you call in and then let me know, just so I know that you're there. That's the 27.5 karat star sapphire, by the way. Yes, in platinum with the big diamonds. So Ginger, whenever you're ready, please call me, and then I'll show you that piece from yesterday one more time, and that'll make it, I think, a really a good way to decide what you need. I've got it at the ready. It's a beauty, so we'll show that coming up. But somebody's been doing her research on how rare mandarins are and said, I got to get one of those. So here we go at $99.99 on the big marquees. Then if you like big diamonds, I also have a 71-point pair and a pendant. So that's going to be coming up, and that's new. Big Mahenge has arrived. You know what else in the museum collection is here? And I was just saying yesterday we had a really special indicolite, but it was about a 1 carat or so, if my memory serves. Take a look at this. That is indicolite as well, but we have never had an indicolite of this size. So yes, the museum is open on Sunday mornings here, and that's going to be item number 112-8140, and that is, yep, indicolite. Yeah, hi. Good morning. Oh, she is. Okay, good. Well, I'll show it now. Ginger, we'll hold that thought on the indicolite that is brand new. I need some time with that one, but look at this. This is one that we're just going to recap from yesterday. It's item number 8181, and I showed her an array of stones that might work for today and this morning early, and this is the one that maybe sounds like the best idea. And this is basically, Ginger, the smaller version of the larger signature mounting in the oval that I sent to you. So there's a 220 in this mounting, but kind of bigger and, you know, more grand. And then there's this really gorgeous wearable carat 40 that I think works well as well. So we've got a brief look at it, and you know what else? It really does look, and I'm sorry, there's a little some smudge on the side of the band, so let me see if I can polish that up a little bit better. And then what you're going to see is a carat 40, but because of the elongation of that oval, you get a brightness to it, and you get a larger look, and that's also critical because, you know, mandarins are one of those stones, unfortunately, that, you know, if you're a collector and you want a bigger stone, they are one of those stones that are, being that they're extinct, they really, really do climb in price when they are bigger stone varieties. So when you have bigger material, as most stones do, by the way, but it's just a matter of how much. You know how diamonds, when they go up a little bit, they go up a ton. That's how rare they are, and it's always really, really tough. Diamonds that themselves are not that rare, but the bigger sizes are. Well, mandarins are much the same way. There are not a lot of big sizes out there. I'm trying to think what the largest one we've ever had was probably, I don't know, maybe like a 10 karat. And usually those are more spessartites where they have a little more of the red orange. This is a true mandarin, bright as can be, neon is the word here. Bright, and even that means under a lower light. Like, you don't need all these studio lights here to really allow this stone to show that beautiful brightness, that neon, and that pop. And that's what this does. So we're going to show it to you here, and come on over. And again, very, very tough to get bigger sizes. They get really, really pricey, but this one did not, because with that carat 40 that looks even larger, and a carat 01 in diamonds, and the finishing, we brought, well, I brought it down yesterday. This has nothing to do with the TVON price. It was $69.99, I kid you not. So when it comes to value, if you're looking for a value on mandarin, this is it, because that carat 40 is down to $1,999. It was a little end of the show Saturday special that I put together, and it's made it here so far today, but I don't think that's going to be long for this world. And don't forget about that beautiful marquise diamond. We'll talk a little more about the indicolite. Just wanted to preview some of these really, really stunning, important pieces that we have that you don't usually see on the show, so that you can get acquainted with them. But that is a very, very important look, I would say, with that mandarin. I'll try it on here for you as well, just so you can see. I mean, I have been decking myself out in TVON jewelry this morning, and I couldn't be happier about it. So there's a lot of fabulous pieces here to show you, to share. If you see anything on my person today that you're loving? Well, it's available and for sale, even the earrings. So let's take a look at this. This is going to be, wow, that's a very bright Mandarin garnet, is it not? You've got that really incredible style, that beautiful pop, again, under a lower light, which I just did there. You can see how it just becomes brighter. That's a real hallmark of neon stones. There are several neon stones we bring on the regular. It's Paraiba, it's Tanzanites, it's Mandarins. Yes. Well, if you're talking about the same design but bigger, I can show them side by side. Is that what she's talking about? Because I showed four. But the same design but larger is going to be a little, well, it's a lot more in price tag. So I'll show them side by side. It's 112, 8179 coming up. See, this is going to be like the mama. And I wouldn't say the baby, but it's not a baby ring. I would say kind of like, again, the Grand Poobah over there on the right side. But see how they're inspired. There's the same mounting. This is our signature mounting here. And then because we have a lot of people that love the signature mounting, but you know, everyone's got a different taste and style and what they enjoy in scale. So we do have that slightly smaller version. So if that's what you're talking about, they're certainly the most similar in look there. They're both going to be finished. Right now, they're both in yellow gold, but you can change that. I know she wants yellow. That's 8179 on the right. That's a 220. So it's going to give you about 80 points more. And then you also do have a carat 28 in diamonds. So the diamond weights are not all that different. There's only a 27-point difference in the diamond weight. And the gold weight, yeah, that's going to, yeah. The smaller, okay, yes, and that's going to be, again, $19.99. And by the way, if anybody likes that 220, that's down to $34.99. And that's what I was saying, is that when they go up in size, they do get quite a bit more pricey because mandarins, as a rule, don't happen very frequently in large sizes. Okay, so that one may be gone, and then this one's the bigger one for $34.99. Okay, so we'll carry on here. We've got, I do have a color change sphene that's been marked down as well, and several bracelets to show you. This is the sphene that, oh, this Asher cut. Oh, yeah. It's interesting, for being an Asher and having squared and notched corners and all that, it's like when I first glance at it, it almost looks like a round. It just is, probably because I'm just so caught up in the flash and the brilliance of it. It's 112-8440, and that is spectacular. The most dispersive stone that we bring on a regular basis, and yes, far greater dispersion than diamonds, that's true. And you are getting this incredible style. Now this is 8440. It's a carat 20 Asher cut in the color change sphene with the 55 points in the diamonds as well. So again, thank you for those requests. Really appreciate those, and would like to continue to get requests in for whatever you're looking for all day long. We've got, again, 2 hours and 40 minutes to go, so we've got time for those requests, whatever it is your heart desires. But this sphene, gonna go. No question about it. You got your 55 points in the diamonds, top to bottom. They go essentially like north to south. It's kind of like that Imagine square, but angled when you look at the way the diamonds on the sides are done. It's actually like little open pear shapes that you have, and then they kind of fit in and puzzle piece their way into a split shank. I'm gonna show it to you on the hand here, and we'll see what you think. Now, it's in yellow gold. You can change that. So if you'd rather have the white gold or the rose gold, that's up to you. But here is one of the rare stones. And to think that all that dispersion always happening, but you can have green to the body color or red to the body color, just depending on the light that you're in. So that's the beauty of a color change, but that dispersion never goes anywhere. That never changes. That's always there. And we're doing better than $49.99, which is, if you know these stones, that's a fabulous value. And so many people have said, because you guys are hip to the game now, and you go, well, I've seen a few. Maybe you weren't as familiar with it before you saw them here at TVON, because certainly I don't know of anybody else that has them. For a minute there, several years ago, we had a parcel come in when I first brought these, which was back in, I want to say 2018, 2019. I think it was the early part of 2019. And we had at the time some that were actually rejected. We did not want them in jewelry because they were a little too dark and cloudy and too included. So our rejects ended up at another network. And then this is the kicker. They were about 6 times the price tag. So we've got a better value here. And this is actually material that's cleaner than what we had when we debuted it. I got the pleasure of debuting this as a worldwide launch here on this show many years ago. And then we went kind of on a color changing sphene hiatus where there were no more. And now we have this one here, which is just even brighter. Yes. You know, I'd have to check here. It's a 7, it says, but I always like to double check for you. But we do offer free sizing, so that's kind of nice too. But you know, it's going to go out faster, I suppose, if you don't need sizing, and that's why I check, because it says it's a 7. It's actually, it looks like it's an 8 3/4 right now on that Mandarin. So, good thing we check. All right, so here we go. $49.99. And it will not be first caller takes it. I do believe it's my only color change sphene. Yeah, it is my only one today. So this is the one to own, and they don't get brighter. And like I was gonna say, is some of you know that a lot of times they get deeper and darker where they are too dark. And then unless you're in a really hot light environment, you're not gonna see a lot of the greens. And then they get a little too dark for some of our tastes. So this is where you get that bright, almost like, I wouldn't say emerald necessarily, but pretty close, where it's not too deep of an olive tone or too deep of a forest green. So you can really see a lot of the beauty of that color. And it's going to be under $2,500. Only the one here. Change the gold if you wish. No charge for that. We're going to make it only $1,999 instead. So that's going to be a huge savings for one caller. Again, one of a kind is the name of the game here. So definitely make sure you're dialing in as quickly as you can to be a part of these one onlys before they are gone to somebody else, because that is inevitably what happens with everything at some point during our day. So that is what you need to do very, very quickly. $19.99 on that one. So, oh, Tracy, that sounds good. Coffee's ready, she says. Oh, how nice. A little brunch with TVON. I love that. Yeah, sipping the coffee. Happy Sunday, everybody. Hey there, Nicole. Thanks so much for being with us. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Carrie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, you can tell it's going to be good, right? And then, hi, Risa. Thank you so much, Risa. All right. Oh, my gosh, she's watching TV on poolside? Wow. Just when I thought it didn't get better than brunch and coffee with TV on, Risa's hanging out in New York poolside with us. Wow, that sounds really nice. All right, I didn't know. I was supposed to wear my resort wear today, my pool ready wear. Oh, Risa, enjoy. All right, so that's fun. Risa and I found out recently we have something else in common, so I'm all about, yeah, love when that happens. So that's our $19.99 sphene, and then we're gonna show you, don't forget there's a Tanzanite wheel 6 carats plus coming up. We also, I did not tell you yet, one of our big specials of the day is a new pink diamond piece. And it is the sweetest, that's the word that keeps coming to mind. It's like the sweetest ring design. I am so thrilled. We've never really had anything quite like it in pink diamonds, and wait till you see it. And really, really affordable too. So for gifting ideas, if there's an occasion coming up where you want to celebrate a loved one and you want to show them in the most grand way how much you do care and how much you love them, we have a beautiful, it's like a sweetheart ring. It's a little heart shape with pink diamonds, and it's not so little, but it's really pretty. And the luxury of giving pink diamonds. Oh my gosh, how many people get to do that? So it's gonna be a lot of fun. So that's coming up in a little bit, but here's our sphene one more time. Let us know what requests you have. We're happy to get those in. And then, are you ready to see the new bracelet? Because, yeah, Zine, go ahead. Yes, I can. So, for who? Oh, sure. Yeah. So you want to see like the inside and all that? Okay. So here is one more time, and say the name one more time, Zine, because I didn't hear what you said. What's her name? Carolyn? Caroline? Okay. All right. So here we go. This is the 1.5 carat that we showed earlier, and it's the big marquee cut in platinum. But I do want to show you again. This is what I was showing earlier, is that wide band. I wouldn't say you need to size up on it, but it's a really wide band still, even after it tapers in the back. Then this gives you that solid finishing through the inside. To me, I'm telling you, it glides onto the hand. It really does. It's a very hefty ring. Obviously, platinum is a very dense metal. And then I also want to show it from the side profile, but also that may be a little bit more illustrative when you see it on the hand, because that's what I was raving about, Caroline, is that I hope I'm saying it right. I hope that's Caroline and not Carolyn, but this is really what I love, is it's almost as if it sits like a second skin. It's very easy to wear. If you are looking for bold but practical, sometimes bold in jewelry does not equate to practical. It doesn't equate to comfortable. It doesn't equate to wearable, because bold can be heavy. It can be usually pronounced or set up high. This is really, really wearable, and that's why I love it. Even for if you're thinking about, you know, middle finger, index finger, that would be a great way to go. But you see how really flush that all sits. Of course, you do have that center diamond bezel set. All the rest is pave, so it's really sleek and streamlined. You don't have anything catching. There's really no prongage. I mean, those are micro prongs on the pave, but it's nothing you feel. There's no sharp edges. It's really well done, and that is $99.99. And again, it's not even fitting into this shot, which was already showing a large ring. But there you can see it's just a towering, beautiful marquise. And to me, I saw it and I couldn't believe it. I thought, oh my gosh, we have a 5 carat or 10, 5 carat diamond. But the way it's set, that's really what it's all about. The way it's set makes the difference. We talk about this all the time, what bezels do to allow for stones to look so much bigger. And then you just keep going with the platinum and the wide band. So it's really lovely. And so $99.99 for 308. But of course, that is our largest white diamond that I can recall having here on the show. So very impressive style. We will carry on. We've got a lot more to show you. We've got a new bracelet. Didn't think we'd be seeing much new in bracelets, but wait till you see this style, a combination of sorts, where we're going to get you in maybe even patriotic. And it is a bracelet that is very special because, well, here's where it begins. With the red, white, and blue, but in this really kind of a variation of a curb link, but it's like a curb link with a crisscross link on top of it. It is honestly a link I've not seen before, and it's really beautiful, one of a kind, and it can be to you by 4th of July, which is on Friday. Can you believe it? 4th of July, already almost here. So we can have that out to you tomorrow because here's the deal. It's staying in the 18 karat yellow gold. It's the length it is, which I believe is, I'm going to double check this, but I believe it's a 7-inch. So we're going to check that for you. But this is really formed. So it's got a subtle curve to the way this is done. It's 8901. It's all 18 karat gold. We've got a breakdown on the rubies at 64 points because there are 2. You're going to get more sapphire weight, 90 points because there are 3. And then you get the diamonds at 26. And then each one you see, it's got that it's like Ferragamo. Really, it's that beautiful link that we're seeing. And that would be like hardware on a handbag or hardware on a belt or hardware on a shoe. That would be more than where this bracelet is going to be. And I'm not even kidding. So this is beautiful. 64, 90, and 26. That's going to be ruby, sapphire, diamond breakdown, 18 karat gold. But let's take a good look at this link because this is what is so intriguing to me is that link is not something we see every day. See how it looks like a crisscross X over. It's almost like you see there's highs and lows to these ovals that are interlocking. So it's really very, very special. And it does have the lobster claw closure. And then let me get a quick look at it here on the wrist I've got several bracelets on that we're going to see throughout the day. But look at that. That's our red, white, and blue option. Yet it doesn't look like, how do I say this delicately? It doesn't look silly. It doesn't look like costume. It doesn't look like whimsical. It's a very sophisticated way to do. I don't know if it necessarily even screams red, white, and blue because it's not, and there's nothing wrong with flags and pins and all those things, but this is really just that elegant style, which is also July's birthstone being ruby and September's birthstone being sapphire and a few of April's as well, but you have that great look. Let me get you a quick length measurement here just to verify that, and then we are going to send it on out. It is indeed 7 inches. It's got this subtle curve formation so that what that does is sits really comfortably on the wrist itself, and this one's going to fly. No question about it. And every stone there, you see all those stones, all 5, clean, transparent, bright. And again, it's going to be out to you tomorrow. If a 7-inch works for you, if yellow gold's good with you, this is going to be out to you so that you have it in a couple of days and ready to go for the holiday and every day thereafter. So it's going to be a spectacular value. We've got, again, $69.99. No surprise if you know where 18 karat gold's at these days. And then you add the rubies and the sapphires and the diamonds to it. We're going to make it a lot more affordable for you. And actually, it's going to be all the way on down from $69.99. And I'll just give it away. That's what we're here to do. Designer one of a kinds. They all must go. We're not messing around today. It's really, really important jewelry and pieces we've never had the likes of before. Never do we see a bracelet with usually 2 stones in one. That's very unusual. If there's any double stones, it's going to be diamonds with whatever your center is. This is where rubies, sapphires, diamonds galore. It's really fabulous. And it's less than $69. We'll blow it out. This is not a bracelet price tag of today's era, but I'm making it $1,999. That is it. You've got 7 inches of solid 18 karat gold, and truly one of the most creative links I've seen us do or anybody do. That is a beautiful bracelet, and all of those spectacular stones. And think about it, if you are a 7-inch, if that's what you wear, they are going to sit right where they should. And that's the beauty of having it formed as almost like an ID style, where those are linked together in stationery so that it's going to sit, there's a proper length so that it always keeps those stones up front. Does that make sense? Where it doesn't flip and rotate, unless you have a teeny tiny wrist, it might do that if you had a 6 or 6 1/4 inch, but but as you know, an average size wrist, if you could wear a 6 3/4 or 7, this is going to work for you, and it keeps those stones right up front and center. So $19.99 on that one and only. And then we've got more. I've got Tanzanite drops. I'm loving my Diaspora earrings. They're so comfortable. And we've got Tanzanite on the way. 3 of the big stones. Blue zircon is here at a magnificent value. That big diamond is also here. If you'd like to get it, anything you can think of, dream of, or ask for, that's what we want you to do. There's even a large Mahenge spinel, and I know a couple of those big ones have been going of late. And this is maybe my coolest new diamond, besides the marquees, is the yellow I'm about to show you because, well, you get to name it. What is this fancy cut? It is so unique. We have not seen a diamond like this. It's almost as if a trillion meets a pair meets a rhombus because the way it's all situated here. Technically, let's come in a little bit closer so you can admire the unique look that this has with technically 6 sides. So we would technically call it a hexagon, but very unique in that one side is longer than the other. So it's almost giving a kite cut kind of feel, but kite cuts usually come to that point at the base. This has that flattened top and bottom side. So it's giving a lot of, it's like a combination of a lot of different stones together. It's item number 11288752. We only have this one, and that's it in platinum. That's a yellow diamond. Of course, you can see that gorgeous color it has. 104 is the size, and then 19 points in the white diamonds. You can see they're all clustered on one side there, and then almost like a ribbon wrapping around it. So it's 104 and 19. So you're going to have a nice diamond weight there of 123 overall. But we're so proud to bring this. It looks gorgeous on the hand, which you're about to see. And we've got a stunning, and I know we had a fancy cut. We had a trillion cut white diamond. We've had some really cool diamonds in the last couple of days. This is the newest, the latest, but you know they're not sticking around. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Couple ways to wear it. We'll show it here first, pointing up towards the hand. And you can see it's a good sized stone, but again, there is something specialty. We can't just judge it the way we do every other 1 carat 04 because specialty cuts are just that. They're specialty. They're different. They are definitely unusual. You don't see them. Now, I feel like when it's that way, it almost looks like an abstract heart a bit, while it has that really the heartbeat of the ring is that yellow diamond. We're going to blow it out. It's not going to be, well, forget about $79.99. We have new prices, fantastic values, new pieces and new prices and better prices is what we should say. And I'll make this one, okay, $49.99, fabulous. I had a whole wheel. I don't know if you were with me yesterday, but about 24 hours ago, I had a whole wheel of yellow diamonds. They were the traditional cuts. Marquise, oval, princess, and radiant. Well, they were sold out before we could even get everybody in on the phone lines. And that was a 1 carat in a more, let's say, just again, traditional cut. This is unusual. That should run you a huge premium price tag, and it will not. And it's the same price. I'm going to honor what I did because I know how many of you missed out yesterday on my wheel of yellow diamonds. I'm going to make this $29.99 just like I did. Close enough. Those were a little smaller. This one's bigger. It's fancy cut, and it's got a lot of platinum. I will tell you, this is a heavier ring than what we had yesterday. It just requires that to do that great kind of ribbon wraparound design that you're seeing. And look at that yellow diamond. Reminder, we don't do any star filters. That's the diamond doing everything on its own, giving you those flashes and those bright lights and that powerful color where from a distance, if you can see how important a yellow it is from this far away, then you know that's a strong, bright yellow, but no browns, no oranges, really, truly, and that's another angle at it. I think it's going to sit a little better if I put it down back this way. So you can really see that stone directly face up and only $29.99. So who's going to get the fancy diamond that is the only one like it today? And I do have a pear-shaped white diamond in the most beautiful pendant. It's large, it's contemporary, it's designer. Go ahead, Jason. Yes. Yes, I can. I really can. I know that it's going to be a little bit on the pricey side, but yeah, I'm so glad you like the indicolite. Yes, we will show it for you. Okay, so coming up next is the indicolite. We'll revisit. I think this one may be gone, and 112-8140 is next. Oh, that is such a cool diamond. And the color is spot on, exactly what you want a yellow diamond to be, but this is an even closer view, and once again, bright, clean, fabulous. Yes, it is. It's going to be our largest indicolite I've had. I'm going to have to polish it a little extra for you, give it a little steam cleaning here. But this is 1035 in size on 8140, 1035. We get excited. I know yesterday we were excited about a 1 carat in a fancy cut. This is my 10 carat 35 true indicolite tourmaline. That is outstanding. And look what that does, given that they usually are emerald cuts. And that is going to have 80 points in diamonds around it. We kept it classic, have the split shank on the sides, the big halo up front. How about we blow it out? I don't really, yeah, I think that it's, to me, in my mind, the way my mind works, I think about museum pieces have to be the bigger blowouts. They have to be the more substantial savings because they are going to be a little more limited in who's shopping for them, in who's looking for sizes, first of all, this large, who's even wearing a ring that size. Not everybody does, but this is that important, really, really high-end, as about designer as it gets in that important gemstone. And it's funny because there's a green tourmaline here, which is much more common. You know, for every, I would say approximately for every, let's say, I would say about every 200 green tourmalines we see on this show, we'll see one indicolite. And that is something where we feature a lot of rare. So we're not foreign to the rare category, but this is one of the best given that it's such a huge size. And with that size, it's still clean. It's still glowing and bright and emerald cut and beautiful and rare and all that. So this is going to be a lot better than, okay, we're looking at $26,999. Yes. I don't, it's not listed, but let's see here. I could loop it if I could go get my loop. I could loop it here. I don't see any inclusions to it. I would say the color of the stone is going to be probably in that, just again, it's not actually certified by GIA, but just given the color of it, I'm going to say it's definitely in probably the near colorless range, definitely not colorless, not DEF, but I would say probably H or I on that one as far as the color goes. I will tell you when we're magnified, it's the only time you see any type of body color because from a distance, Carolyn, look at this. That's what it looks like from a distance. There is really just bright, white, powerful, and I was not finding an inclusion. We can take another look at it close up, but nothing under magnification like what you see at home on our camera lenses when it's up close, that's better than a loop. So I did not see anything, nothing jumped out at me in the way of inclusions, but it is a really, really, really stunning, huge stone. Of course, you have a money back guarantee as well because we encourage you to do your own appraisals and your own certificates and certifications if you choose to. Some people like to do that, others don't really, you know, have any preference. So it's certainly up to you, but that is a really important value. And just if you love big, bold, heavy jewelry, that is going to be the piece that dreams are made of. It really is important. So that's definitely, I don't have a VS rating on it. It's actually just listed as a marquee. But again, I did not see anything in the way of inclusions, even when we're magnified. So it's very impressive. And I'm still, now I've got my loop here and I don't see anything and it's really well cut. And that's what you want in a marquise. Okay, so let's talk indicolite. We're not going to do anything like $27,000, and this is really fantastic and only one like it. I'm going to show it to you from a distance because that's another challenge where sometimes they're going to get too dark. Not this stone. That's what it does. Look at how, and I know this is a little bigger size than what I wear, but take a look at that way. It's going to just pop when it hits the light. You see all those emerald cut faceting, all that step faceting just really light up, and these blues just come out of nowhere and give you that amazing look. So I'll blow it out for less than $10,000. We already have our big diamond here for under 10. Let's make the indicolite under 10 as well. So if you love exotic diamonds, you got it. If you love exotic color in gems, you've got that too. And we'll blow it out right now for better than $88.88. Or $77.70. Actually, that's what we're going to do, $79.99 on that one. And then we've got the diamond still here if you'd like it, and the new pendant is coming up with another big diamond. Yes, it's like big diamond galore day. We've got still the yellow diamond here if you'd like that. I hope you're enjoying the brand new. I kind of loaded the show here with brand new today, so I hope you don't mind. Got a lot of pieces you have not seen before, but pricing them like they were built in a different era and different time altogether. We've got always your requests are welcome if there is something you're still thinking about that you've seen before. You never know, it might be here. It may not, but it might be. So this is where you get your options. All right, so that marquise diamond still hanging out here as well. And then don't forget, we have a 27.5 karat blue star sapphire. It's the most important piece of the day. And we have this pendant. Let's take a look at this on the hand because this is about the size first. This is a mighty, mighty, mighty large piece. And what fun how it's abstract in its design here. It looks almost like if you were to like deconstruct a star design. You know how we've done North Star pieces, but this is like a deconstructed platinum piece. It's 8905. We are almost through with our first hour, so, you know, I hope you're liking the new. If not, hang out with me. We've got that top of the hour coming up. We've got our diamond hoops that are only returning for one last time, and that's also going to be very important with the big diamonds, but the small size, so that tends to be what everybody here is looking for. So we've got those, and then this is our new pendant. It's platinum. It's a 71-point pear-shaped diamond in essentially the center, and then you've got another 33 points in the diamonds around it, and this is the size. Always like to give you a little point of reference here, almost 2 inches, inch and 7/8, I would say, top to bottom. It's a hidden bail right here up top, so it's always gonna sit like this. There's only the one bail, and then you're gonna have this great length. I'm gonna show it to you on, but wait till you see this up close with that tremendous pear shape. So again, if you want something really cool, designer, bold, like imagine that, probably not wearing it up here, but probably wearing it at a longer length. And that is just, you've got the one piece of just the mirror finish platinum, and then the other two are done in diamonds. Then you've got, of course, your pear shape. You're going to see that up close. I just want to give you a size perspective always so you get familiar with that. But let's take a look at this up close and personal. The indicolite's here. The big diamonds are here. You're not loving the news so far, and that's okay. We can go back to our routine here. But we have got one more fabulous piece I couldn't help myself with. 71 points on that pair. Let's blow it out. I will do better. $49.99. We got some really high end here, but I'm taking them down for you. Just making sure that if you love it, you can say yes. We're going to make that $1,999 first caller, and then we're going to go to our fabulous new heart shape. It's very limited, so I have to do in this first hour because the heart shape is that sweet ring I was telling you about with the pink diamonds. That makes a great gift idea. I think it feels almost like a signet style, but with pink diamonds. So we'll talk about that coming up in just moments, and then anything else you want to talk about, ask about, call. You've got one last 2-hour, 20-minute segment of TVON shopping before we don't see you for like over 48 hours. So we really want to make sure you get in, because otherwise we're going to be going through those TVON shopping withdrawals, and we want to make sure we get you covered there. All right, let's get to the heart shape. This is so fresh and so new, but it's also very limited. And so we've got, this is, I guess, the only other piece I have besides the earrings that will have a couple, but I emphasize very, very limited. So let's take a look at this. This is new, and this is just, I'm going to just say 2 words, pinky ring. I think it would be so fabulous as a pinky ring style. If you're thinking, I like that concept, I see other people do it, I'm not sure how to work that, and maybe a band is a little too simple, but I really want it to stand out and be high style, there is your pinky ring, or anywhere else. It's not, and I'm not saying that because it's small. It's not a small ring. It's a great medium-sized ring. But 8657 looks, between the way that the heart is set in an angle, that's intentional, and then you've got that sweep of the 14 karat gold, and we're going to do all two-tone here. This is no choice to make except size, because it's always going to be white gold and rose gold. The rose gold sets your perfect pave pinks, and then you've got the white gold to give it the contrast around it. So only one choice, very, very limited, and here's your diamond weight. This is such a giveaway. First of all, you got to be on the phone lines fast, because this is not going to last, I can tell you that. It's 22 points in pink diamonds, which is pretty significant because we only deal in natural diamonds. When you see our yellows, our blues, our greens, our chameleons, our champagnes, our fawns, or our pinks, they're natural, and they're from the Argyle mine, which is why we can't bring a lot of them going forward, is because we've used what we have essentially. And so rare to see new pieces come about like this. That's what's unique about this. And you've got nothing but pink diamonds. So it's your pink diamond ring. And I know I've gifted pink diamonds to the very most important person in my life, my mom, who had been shopping for jewelry for decades and did not own a pink diamond. And what a pleasure. I don't think there was any more glee to all the great jewelry I've gotten her and all the great jewelry she purchased herself than when she got her pink diamond band. And to that end, wears it every single day. That's a way, because isn't that a luxury? To think that you could put on something as rare and sophisticated and high-end as pink diamonds every single day. So I love the concept that it's really wearable, and it's a great giftable because you've got a heart shape. So who wouldn't love to wear something that every time they look down at their hand, they think of a loved one? Maybe it's to you, from you. Why not? You can do that as well. And self-love is important too. And this is going to be 22 points, brand new design. Let me show you the inside. We did not leave anything really, anything lacking here. It's just really important. And yet it's a dome style too. It's like a little puffy heart. So it's really got some very, I think, just sweet. It's sweet. It's beautiful. I know you're excited to see the size perspective. I like to start with it on the ring finger because that's where you see every ring. And you can see how here it really is almost just streamlined as a part of that band. When you see it on, you realize, oh, see, I'm not even, like, some people are into hearts and some are not. And yet I just think this really feels fresh because it's not sitting at that straight up and down. It's got that little diagonal. It looks so organic the way it's set as the band flows. And we're going to make sure that it's not even, because this is our big, like, it's like a top of the hour, but not really, because I don't have enough to go around for a top of the hour audience. So we're doing it on the early side because our top of the hour are diamond hoops today. And so and the ones that everybody wants, so don't worry, they're not the huge, like, you know, we're not doing like J-Lo music videos standing on top of a car. We're going to be doing the ones that you'll wear every single day that you love with the big old diamonds. But this is a fabulous idea and a better value than even $19.99. Who do we have already? Sounds like we've got Sally already taken one. She says yes. This is the perfect gift idea for, I don't care what her age is. I think it could be from a tween all the way up to our more sophisticated ladies. Really, anybody could wear this, and there is a luxury about pink diamonds that you would never see at this price tag, and the workmanship that goes into two-tone gold. And it's not going to be even $1,500 or $14.99. There are certain times when we do specials like this, and I wish I will say the one thing that I cannot stand is that we don't have quantity for everybody. That is the hardest part of presenting pieces like this. The values are there, the quality is there, the opportunity is there, the way you could do exotic, and make them affordable. But the downside is we never have enough quantity to go around. And when we price them really, really well, like I'm about to do, that's when you can't delay on the phone lines, because when you do, you will miss out, and we don't want that to happen, because I have nothing else like this. This is the way to go. And it's also not going to be even $999. Have we struck a nerve yet? Where you've got the opportunity to get natural pinks paved to perfection. And you know, that's even more complicated than sending one bigger pink diamond, because you have to take all those stones and they have to match perfectly. If they don't, it will show. If they don't, it'll stand out. So the way that's done is really luxury at its best. And I think to make sure they all go in 60 seconds, let's give you a better value. Oh yes, Marcy, the answer is yes. yes. Oh yes, sorry, we're having a side conversation and I'm addressing a request. Yes, Marcy, yes. Okay, here we go. And we're busy already, 3 gone. Well, here's the deal, I barely have any left, and I knew this would happen. That's why it's here in the first hour before even the top of the hour gets here. Let's make it better than $9.99. That way, if you're kind of thinking about it, hesitating, maybe it's I don't know, let me think about it. We can't delay on this one, because if you call tomorrow or call Wednesday or call even an hour from now, they're going to be sold out. So I need to make sure the deal is so sweet as the ring is, that we can make it a yes right now and make sure you get it before it is sold out, because it will be, and it's not going to be $9.99 or $8.88. And I think we all know where gold bands are going right now. This is the two-tone, which is upgraded, the white gold, the rose gold together, and we know what that gold band alone should be going for, and yet it's not. $8.88. It's not. We're going to make this the value, and you hear those phone lines ringing. This is going to sell out probably before I get to the final low, and it's not even $8.88. Come on in. This is time. Add pink diamonds to the collection. Here's how you do it. Here's how we make it happen, and you're not paying $8.88 either. Another one gone, so this is now, by my count, we have 2 left as we speak. So it is go time, and it is $799 for solid gold and a really, really important array of pink diamonds. And in a world of pink diamonds where you don't get many opportunities to get large individual stones, this is how you go about it. This is how you want to get your pink diamonds, because it's really the only way typically. We do have a purple pink that's GIA certified. To give you an idea, it's only a 16-pointer. That's a very large size in pink diamonds. So if you are going, well, I like bigger jewelry, or I want more presence on my pink, you're probably not going to get the 2 carat, the 3 carat, the 4 carats available in pink. So this is a great way to do it. Get a lot of stones paved together that gives you that bigger look across the way. And let me just show it. It's not sized for my pinky, but just to show you different ways to wear it. You saw it on the ring finger, but why not as a sweet pinky ring? I think that would really, really work well. So I think that's outstanding. We have 20 seconds remaining, and that is just the It's cute, I'm not going to say, but sweet, yes. Sweet because the sentiment, the pinks, that beautiful way they jump, you really see that standout color. And they're only going to be $7.99, so that's a really important buy. I'm trying to think, when was the last time we did pink diamonds pave? Wasn't it 40 points or so? But it was like $16.99. That was a long time ago. That wasn't accounting for today's gold world we're in. Now you've got it for $7.99. Let's give that 60 seconds. That one's almost sold out and done. Very glad that you were here to see that today. I think gifting, I think even if you needed a situation where I want to get something for all the daughters or all the granddaughters or all the sisters, I think that is the sweetest idea because it really is one of of those I feel confident is going to be loved by everybody. I think regardless of their own personal style, or, you know, are they dressy or casual, or are they like a little more glamour, or are they a little more just kind of like, you know, leisurely. It's totally a ring that I think it feels very glam because it's pink diamonds, but it's also so wearable at the same time. So we have 30 seconds remaining on that one. That'll be it. And then our final call. Don't forget about the indicolite, the diamond pendant, the big diamond ring. I have 3 people that I know of that are all debating and talking about that marquee cut. There's a reason why I brought it out really early in the show, and that was because of the fact that I knew it was one of the better values. And I don't know what's going on, because I would love to take the stone out and re-weigh it, because I don't think there's any way it's 1.5 carats. It's just too big. So that's where I'm just at a loss right now. It's a smaller size right now. It's very weighty. It's just that marquee diamond. It's going to be not long till that one goes. So lots of people discussing it. Don't want you to miss out. We've never had anything quite like it. And at the top of the hour, if you're going, what hoops is she talking about? We've seen a lot of hoops here. Yes, we have. I have the incredible diamond hoops that are the huge individual diamonds with the style that these, you remember these, right? And all that stack. Look at the size of these. We did not go skimpy. We did not go flimsy. We went all out. Look at the depth of the gold from the profile with the 3 diamonds. Hey there, Caroline. Oh, this is a, wow. Okay. So we just got a request, and I'm really excited about this, because this is a ring that, it's a band. So it's a band that feels very French and feels very chic and very designer, that you see oftentimes with no diamonds at all. And you know us, we like to add diamonds. This is the 3-stone burnished set diamond ring. So we've all heard of 3-stone rings where it's 1 and then 2 on the sides and they're a prong set. And they tend to be on the smaller side. This is where we've got a band, and you can see it from a distance. This is the love band. It can reflect, it's stackable. It stacks beautifully with just about everything. You can stack multiples of these bands together. It can be men's or ladies. You can spin it around and just have gold, or you can show off your diamonds, which are perfectly placed along the edges. So that's up to you, but this is what's happening. We have 112-2532. It would not be here unless it was for a request. So this is what's happening. We're really proud of this one. Let's move on from our heart shape and give you this look here with this very heavy, and I always like to show this from the side profile first, because that's not like any other ring. The depth of the ring. How many times do you see a ring like that? That's, by the way, not a fitness tracker ring, right? So, I'm sorry. There are a lot of those rings right now where you see these bold bands that everybody's wearing, and it's usually on the index finger, and you're like, oh yeah, it's like really big and clunky and heavy, right? And you're like, oh yeah, that's one of those, like they've got all these electronics inside to track your every movement and heart rate and all that kind of stuff, right? This is a band that is that heavy, but it's not in like some whatever electronic housed metal that's mystery. It's a solid gold band, which is why I point out that's luxury. And there's that big designer that just does this with etching through the sides. This is the diamond weight you're seeing there with 23 points in the diamonds among just the 3. And they're all equal in size, and they are, for my practical girls, they are set down into the band. And there's nothing wrong with fitness. I'm a big fan of fitness. Everyone should be into fitness and track that how you wish. But as someone who, I don't wear jewelry that's fitness tracking, I won't even wear a fitness watch. I like my jewelry, and I like my fine jewelry. And so I like to leave it where jewelry is supposed to be. I want to wear jewelry. So, and then I worry about my phone to do all the rest of the stuff. So this is where you've got a beautiful look and designer style, and yet white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. And I'm so glad you caught it before it went up to $29.99. So thank you again, Carolyn or Caroline. I'm not sure how you want your name pronounced, but it can be either. But here's what I'm going to do instead, $29.99. It's open to anybody. You don't have to be the requester, but you do have to dial quickly because we only have so many to go around in each gold color. But that's the thickness. You don't need to size up. What we do is we make sure that the inner circumference is in the size you need. Otherwise, it's a sizing nightmare. Because if we just said, here it is with that density, you can get your normal size, then it'd be too snug. And we know how many of you stack it with other things. So we say, just get your size, and we make sure that inner diameter is in the size you need. So if it's 6, it's made inside is a 6. So you don't need to worry about that extra depth you're getting all the way around. You can see how the diamonds are perfectly placed so that they're evenly spaced around what's in front. And then if you wanted to, I can't imagine, but if you ever wanted to hide the diamonds, you can. Not a big deal. It's an amazing mirror finish gold band. And again, still as thick as ever. You saw that consistency around the edge, but it's not 29. This is a match to a bangle that was our, I think it was still holds the title as our all-time bestseller in the bangle version. I believe it does. So this is very important and yet stackable. The big designer encourages you to get one for every anniversary you're married. Well, if you're really committed to your spouse, then that's going to stack up and add to a lot of bands and a lot of expense over the years, because those bands are very pricey out in that world. Here, not so much. Should be $29.99, not your price today. We're going to go a lot lower. White gold, yellow gold, rose gold. I wish we had the yellow gold and the rose gold to show you. They're my preference here in this gold band, because when you have a lot of mirror finish area in the gold, I really, really like to see a color, because I think it makes the diamonds pop and it makes the shine and the gleam of the gold just look amazing. And we're going to go better than $29 or $19.99. And heavy, heavy gold, we have not shied away. Is that filled with some kind of substance like a silicone base? No, it is solid. I have to stress that this is solid gold. This is not a layered piece. It's not a vermeil. It's not plated. It's solid. And we're bringing out the earrings in just a bit. It's a few minutes away, which would be beautiful with this ring. These are the ones you reach for every day. I don't know about you, but like that indicolite is stunning, but I'm not going to wear that every single day probably. These are the types of pieces you wear every day. One day with something, one day on its own, one day layered and stacked. My favorite thing to do is get a white and a yellow and a rose. Sounds obscene when it's $19.99, doesn't it? But it's not going to be $19.99. I get a white, a yellow, and a rose, and then basically I have the tricolor effect going on. So you can do that if you want. Go with your size you need. And we're going to make this better than $19.99 or $1,500. Nobody in the world today can do this. We are unique in that way. And those diamonds are all going to be about 8 points a piece. So they're not small. And it's not 15, 14, 13, 12. You have hit the jackpot today as far as getting in on a gold band that is wide and heavy and substantial beyond at a price tag that you cannot do. And we will make it even better than $12.99 or $11.99 or $10. We're going to make it even better. The first callers can get it. Remember, we are limited in what we have in gold colors available, and I will make it $999. That's all I can do to make you a value like no other, and big diamonds and a ton of gold. And that's the idea, is that you have something you're never going to wear through it. You wear it every day. The number 3 is significant. Maybe that's going to be a gift idea. Here we talked about the heart shape. Why couldn't this be a great gift idea for anybody? It's unisex, men, ladies, any age. And the younger gals are wearing this design as much as everybody else is right now. This is a really of the moment now design, and hotter than ever before, as far as you know who that very big designer I'm talking about that this is modeled after, where we can be the only ones out there that are really giving you that same quality but without the price tag. So there is something special when you go really direct to the folks that make jewelry, where jewelry is not going through 8 or 12 different hands to get to you. And that makes a big difference. And I'm not saying jewelry's cheap, because it ain't cheap these days. Gold isn't, diamonds, fine diamonds aren't. But that's the beauty of this, is that by doing everything here in-house and ourselves, it allows us to put together a band that is heavy. And this one's only a size 6. And listen, it makes this like boom, thud. Everything else sounds like ding, 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 ding. That's like again, here's my signet ring. Listen to the sound. Hear that? This is a thud. That's because it's really heavy. So you've got $9.99, and we will make it, you know what? We got 3 minutes till those hoop earrings come out to play. Let's get you all a band ring. And those really big diamonds, all equal in size and solid, 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 solid. When you see bands like this, they're not solid anymore, not without being $20,000. And don't believe me, go check out what these designers do, even without diamonds, when they have 14 karat gold bands with that kind of heft and thickness. If you are so tired because you're going, the industry has changed. Yeah, it has. What happens when gold, when I started in this business, gold was $300 an ounce. It is now close to $3,500. So when you've got, and obviously it changes by the day, but it's been hanging out over $3,200 for a long time, and nobody's saying it's going down. So by the time the end of the year is here, who knows where gold's going to be? And that's why this is impossible to do anywhere but here. And that is why you're watching, and that is why you're here with us. And that's why, hopefully, if there's ever an occasion you need a gift, or you need jewelry for yourself, or you've decided, I'm going to step up. I'm going to step up in my quality I wear. I'm going to get something better, or some diamonds that are VS, or diamonds that really sparkle, or I'm going to get something heavier. I'm sick of tin, lightweight, sterling silvers. Sterling silver is expensive too. Platinum's expensive too, but platinum's a third of what gold is. Platinum, a third, a third of the cost. So this is really impressive. Who else got one, by the way? Jason, you've got, now you can get more than one if you want. Again, it's a great, you've got two. See, that's the right idea. If you want to use them as ring guards, if you want to get two different sizes because you're going to get one for you and one for your partner. If you want to do that, you can. If you want to get two in the same size and stack them together, obviously they'll do that beautifully. So, question? True to size, because like I said, the inner circumference is made in your size. So yeah, you don't be intimidated by the depth of it, because if that was a normal size 6 and I put it on my finger, it would feel like a 5.5, but it's made where the inside is a size 6, so it's comfortable and it fits properly. So you're not going to get it home and go, ouch, did my finger grow? I don't think so. Here we go, guys. So $9.99. And hi, Sharon P. Sharon in North Carolina. Thank you. I got your message. That's so nice. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sharon. That's awfully kind of you, and happy Sunday to you. And we have $9.99 for this one. Zine, are you getting one or two? We've got another one going out. We've got two over here as well. So this is the time. Stock up before it goes up to more money, because it kind of has to. You know how that goes. But you caught us on again, it's a request day. We're not, adding into what the gold is now, because even if, who wants to spend more? Even if it's $5 more. It wouldn't be, but if it was $5 more, do you want to spend more? No, but when it's thousands more, this is why you want to take advantage of it. We'll give it final 30 seconds, because that way we're going to be somewhat on time here with our top of the hour and our earring special that we do have. And then if you have any questions or requests today, we do need those in, because we are now down to literally 2 hours in our week. 2 hours till we don't see you till Wednesday night. I just like to reiterate that so that you can be reminded of our schedule, because a lot of people still don't know what our schedule is. So 5 to 8 Wednesday, Thursday, Friday nights, that's Pacific time in the evening, and then 10 to 1 Pacific time in the daytime on Saturday and Sunday. It's all on our website if you need a little more guidance there. All right, coming up, let's do our earring special for our top of the hour. Boy, this is frightening. That band in the past, and this is just goes to show you, that band in the past, I needed like 300 per earring. But here we are, last call. Take it before it goes up. That's what I would recommend and advise, because that is a very substantial band, and I hope you can get one. And especially just given that if you are into the classics, if you're into modern, if you're even into like Art Deco estate, older pieces, you like vintage, that's a piece that everybody can wear. That's the beauty of it to me, is that I know all different kinds of gals, and some of the people I know, they wear the designer version where they went out and spent $22,000 without even hesitating. Okay, great. But to get the same thing or better for less money, jewelry's jewelry. Jewelry's jewelry. I say this all the time. It doesn't work that way in most of our world. Chances are if you have a $100,000 car versus a $10,000 car, that $100,000 car is going to have things that the $10,000 car simply does not. Same with houses, same with clothes. There's a lot of things in this world where you're paying more, you're getting more. Jewelry doesn't have to be that way, because I don't care whose name is on the inside of that ring. If it's 14K, it's 14K. If it's VS Diamonds, it's VS Diamonds. There is no difference. Now, you have to think about things now like, is it plated? No, not plated. Is it faux diamonds? Were they made in a lab somewhere? And do they have virtually no value? No, we only do natural diamonds. So you're getting all of that. So happy top of the hour here. It's our Sunday. Glad you're with us. We are live. I'm Lauren Blair. This is TVON. We have 2 hours left, and we're going to get to some earrings. So it's like a diamond day here. We've got the band if you like it. We're going to show you earrings that are also a returning favorite and a big, big value. And let's get them ready to go, because this is the band. Now, if you'd still like one, for anybody who just tuned in, I purposely wanted it to come transition over to the second hour, just so you can see what we're so excited about and what we're talking about and what we're ready to share with you in a value. But here is what's coming up. This I could not be more thrilled about. This is really what so many of you were asking for. We finally had an ability to make it happen, because bigger diamonds, as we kind of just discussed, are not exactly easy or affordable. And so we like to bring you value. We never want to say, hey, here's a diamond weight of 114 and let's get $22,000. We can't do that. You guys are going to scoff at that, because we hopefully have spoiled you through the years. And so we all seek out a better value. Well, here are my better value in earrings, but this is the whole point, is that a lot of times when we get a bigger diamond weight, like a carat 14, it's over the course of a very large earring. So that means the diamonds are what? Smaller. They shrink down individually in size. Well, here is what we're doing. Item number is 112-7428. They're more limited than they were the first time around. So, oh, good. Thank you, Kathy, so much. We'll have it right out to you. Thank you. That's wonderful. It's a good choice, too. I wish we had. I'm going to tell you right now, if we had the yellow gold on that designer band, we'd probably be 10 times busier on these phone lines. The yellow gold is so gorgeous. And speaking of, what do the diamonds in the earrings look like in yellow gold? Well, here they are. I'll be borrowing them shortly because I want to try them on for you. This is what they look like, and this is a huge deal because what we've done is just 6 diamonds. A carat 14, 6 diamonds per pair. This is in a look that everybody can wear, that you don't even have to necessarily take off. It's just that beautiful look where you see, that's my favorite part. It's kind of like what that band was. We're spoiling you even on the earrings. Look how thick and wide and heavy that earring is. And this is where we talk about 5/8 because it's a little bit more than a half. A half's more like a huggy. And then 3/4 is really, I would say, pretty big where we'd have to add more diamonds. We just wanted to keep this, again, that number 3 that is so very symbolic and have that going through this earring so they sit right up front. So you see 5/8 an inch. It's right between a half and 3/4. It's that happy sweet spot. Now I'm going to show them on. I would say that you can wear them in a second piercing as well, but I do recommend them for the primary piercing. And here's the other cool thing. They have this button release. One more time on the hand here just to show you. This is so rare in an earring this size. This is the button release. It's totally hidden when it's on because it's behind your lobe, but you press that down and that actually, notice how it doesn't fly open. I'm having to literally push it and pull it down. It doesn't fly open. It's a resistant hinge on the base and then it literally clicks closed. It has the inner lock inside the post and the hoop. So you have to unlock it. Think of it as like your key. You have to press that button down to unlock it. And then you pop it on, click it closed. You don't have to do anything with the button when you actually put them on. You just click them together and they will secure. But when you release it, they don't pull apart. You have to press the button down. It's very easy. You don't need assistance. You don't need a mirror to do it. And this is what they look like on. They are oh so stunning. Look at that. So you see how it pairs well with others. It has this great luxury look because you're getting such amazing large diamonds, which I think is so important. And it almost looks, I mean, especially in this lower light I'm in, it almost looks as if the diamonds are just floating there. It looks like they're floating because you don't, I mean, right now we're not seeing a lot of the gold because I'm under a lower light, but you see that they just look like they're right up front. And again, all those diamonds are nearly 1/5 of a carat each. So very, very impressive. Let's go back to the wheel. We also have the white gold here. So you can choose whichever you like, but this is so good because they're not going to be that $49.99 price. And they have that substantial gold, much like we saw in that band. So we're really going all out today on these designer gold pieces. And 5/8 of an inch, such a great, happy length for everybody to wear. Great for daily wear. You're not waiting for the special occasion. You're excited to wear your new diamond earrings. You put them on every day. They're daytime. They're running errands. They're office worthy. They're life of leisure ready. They are just fabulous in every way. And they're not going to be $49, $39, $29, or $19 when we know what big diamonds go for. And how is it that it seems like lately our best values overall are in our bigger diamond pieces, meaning the big diamonds individually? That's what's so remarkable. And here's what I'll do. And keep calling on that band because now you might need to get the band to go with the earrings because they do really coordinate so well. And we'll blow them out for better than $1,500. And between the workmanship and the mechanism, the big diamonds and the gold weight, we're doing better than $14, $13. I'm blowing them out for $12.99. If you'd like a pair of those top of the hour earrings, Zine, how can I help you? Oh, good. Who got it? I'm sorry. Did you say who it is? Wonderful. Thank you so much. That was the 1.5 carat, correct? We've had a lot of platinum rings, so I just wanted to clarify. All right. So thank you so much. Our platinum marquise is gone. And here is the $12.99 earring, which once again, the phone lines go crazy. It makes a difference because when I've done sizes like this in diameter, it's a round hoop, so it's a diameter. So when I've done sizes like this, there's usually there can be a carat in diamonds, there can be 70 points in diamonds, but they're all smaller. They're all teeny tiny little stones that are 2 pointers apiece. These are huge. They're almost the size of an average engagement ring center stone. Up front, right there, centered up. It's amazing. This is so special. So special. So that's really important. Izetta, let me give you a measurement. I usually do that, and I usually know it by heart, but it's been a minute since I presented that band. Back to the band here. Izetta had a question. She said, what is the width of the band? I assume she's talking about the 3-stone. It's actually the same width all the way around. Let me give you a little refresher on that. The width of the band, and this is how we measure jewelry in millimeters. 4 millimeters is the width of this band. So the band that's designer 3-stone ring, 4 millimeters. So what I do is just take this millimeter gauge, you go right along that widest point, and then you look at the little hash marks there. It's a little more than 4. I'm just going to call it 4 millimeters. And again, what I'm also intrigued by is it's the depth of the band. You can actually look at it this way, and we can get you a depth on the band. And the depth of the band is usually what the width of another band is. That's 2 millimeters in depth. So again, all the way around, same size. It doesn't taper, Izetta. It's the same depth and the same width. So width is this way, depth is this way, how it sits up off the hand like that. 2 millimeters deep and 4 millimeters wide. All the way around, no tapering at all. So hopefully that helps. So again, it's heavy, obviously gram weight. So this is a question that we get 1,000 times a day. What's the gram weight? I can't give you a gram weight on rings because it depends on your ring size. I would love to, but if you wear a size 10, you're going to get more gram weight than someone who wears a size 4. So, and every little difference in size, because remember, we don't just do full sizes. Full sizes, some people go, oh, well, I guess I'm a 6. You can get a full size, a quarter, a half, or a 3/4 size. So you're never having to just pick a whole size like we're picking from an inventory. We're not picking from a box where, okay, let me go through our warehouse of diamond rings and go pick the size 6. No, these are literally made for you. We do our own sizing. This is where we differ from everybody else on the planet, is we do our own manufacturing. Things are made here. The stones are set here. The pieces are designed here. Every process from start to finish, it's all done here. Nobody else does that. So when people say, how are you selling your jewelry so cheap? That's a big reason why. There is no middle people at all. And in jewelry, it's not usually 1 or 2. It's usually 8 to 12 different steps before you have the jewelry come to you. So $12.99 on those hoops, that is incredible. All right, so hopefully that answers Izetta's question about the ring, the band, and we've got the hoops here for $12.99. Yes? Hi, Myrna. Did she get the hoops? Very good. Hi, Myrna. Thank you so much. All right, so we have more on the way, and we'll get back to new and color and all of that, but happy Sunday, everybody. And I do have a very special Tanzanite blowout on my 6-carat one-of-a-kinds. And I do have a purple diamond and big, Paraiba around and a morganite and a big merengue that we're going to blow out. So a lot of great things, but Marcia has a quick request, and it's for our quick crescent moon. So more diamonds. Boy, do we just love living in the diamond world, don't we? Sometimes it's just all about straight up diamonds and gold. We've got it here for you. This is for Marcia, but I actually have all the gold colors here. So 1110447. It's our crescent moon pendant. It is sitting on its side. It will sit north to south. That's the white gold. Here is the rose gold for you. And then I've got the yellow gold as well. 31 points in diamonds and a blowout price tag. You see how it elevates in the depth there on one side? That's to accommodate for your chain. That is called the bail. This is actually, I know it's hard to tell, but that's the yellow gold. Look at that. It kind of looks like white gold from up front, but it is the yellow gold. So here's how it looks on the hand. We'll give you a little measurement here and then show it on the neckline for you. But it is meant to be like right now we have a I don't know, are they still called crescent moons? I didn't finish my meteorology courses. I mean, I was like, no, I think I'm going to do something, I don't know, something that's going to just, be a little more, challenging. So didn't do a lot of meteorology, but the crescent moon, we're seeing a crescent moon now. And this is a really beautiful look. It's just also, there's something sleek and sexy about it, and yet very wearable. So diamonds and gold, solid finishing. You could reverse it if you want to. I mean, why not? That's a really well done, solid mirror finished under gallery, so why not? You can reverse it if you like. For being the diamonds that are smaller, they don't shy away from the spotlight. They're bright as can be. They're luxury as all get out. And this one is, I almost dropped it, it's not going to be $1,000. Back to the wheel where we can see some other choices here, and I'll hold them up so you can see the differences here between the yellow, the white, and the rose. And we're doing this for $499 only. So there's the yellow that I'm holding. Here's the white gold that you have an option for as well. There's the white gold if you just want to let those diamonds look as white bright as possible. And this is the rose gold, which is always unique to to see. Not a lot of diamond establishments are going to offer their VS diamonds or diamonds at all in rose gold, and we love to do that for you just in case that is something you want to try, or maybe it's something you wear, or maybe this is going to be that stackable piece that you want to have with other diamond pieces as well. You can stack and layer it. So I love it with our smile necklace too. There's something very cool about, I've seen the smile necklace done higher and then the crescent moon sitting a little lower. So hopefully, Marsha, I hope that's what you're looking for. That's our only crescent moon style that we have. Done in, of course, fine. And I've seen so many different versions out there. The crescent moon is very trending. This whole celestial theme in jewelry is still very, very popular. Still, it's not going anywhere. I was at JCK a couple weeks ago, and it is still everywhere. Stars and even planets. I'm seeing a lot of planetary jewelry, like planets like the rings of Saturn and all of that, crescent moons and stars, and even some other kind of cool like little like firework effects. It's kind of another way to do patriotic jewelry. So anyway, it's going to be $4.99. That's a request. Anybody can grab it. We've got some really cool Tanzanite. That wheel coming up in just a moment. We'll do that at the bottom of the hour. We'll have our big blowout on our 6 carats, and then we'll work our way down. We've got a 4 carat in a pendant. We've got a 3 carat in a ring. So really can satisfy a lot of different Tanzanite lovers here today on our fabulous Sunday together. Thanks for being here. Thanks, Marsha, for the request. We appreciate it. Let's talk about real quick. I do have another one of a kind to share with you that is very, very important. It's a merengue. It's one of our top, actually my huge pear shape went just a couple nights ago. This was the only stone, because I had a few of you reach out and said, I missed it. I can't believe I missed the pear shape. The only stone that really rivals that is this stone. It's item number 112-6119. And it is 138 in the oval and dazzling. Not only is it very clean, but you've got it perched purposely in this mounting so you can see the diamonds through it. You're watching this sparkle where you're seeing diamonds right through it. That is the beauty of the bridge. It's not just like, oh, hey, that's cool. No, it's this effect that you get. Take a clean stone that's bright and watch the look of, it looks as if diamonds are inside of it. It is truly, and that's something you will see, by the way. That's not, oh, I don't know if I'm ever going to witness that. Is that only because it's like the miracle of TV? No. This is a 138 merengue, bright and clean as possible. It definitely has those neon, hot pink sizzle effect. And it's going to be also 136 in diamonds every which way. There are multiple rows, 4 in fact running underneath, 6 rows in total in diamonds. Wider band yet again. We are not shying away from gold, not anywhere, anyhow. And we're going to make this one of a kind. I only brought it out because it was discounted. I am running quickly away from that $14,999 price tag, and we are making it an easy deal. There's a reason why the big ones are going. Every merengue spinel we have in those bigger sizes that have been here in some cases for years, we're blowing them out. We are taking new reductions on the prices to make sure they go. So if this is at all something as a collectible you've thought of or you've wanted to own, or you're just really intrigued by adding to the collection, that what don't you have? I mean, I talk to people every day who say, that's what I'm doing. I'm looking through my own personal inventory, if you will, and I'm trying to discover what is it that I don't have yet, because that's what I'm looking to add to my collection. Well, this is a rarity that was only discovered in 2007. So chances are, haven't seen too many people with big merengues, and they're really super tough in these big sizes. I will make it better than even $49.99. Trying to make some values happen today, getting discounted prices, going on the fly, doing anything and everything it takes to move jewelry out the door from us to you, and I'll make that better than $39.99. You can say goodbye to it now. I just hope it's going to your house, because this is as stunning and rare as it gets. Oh, and by the way, it's not $39.99. Jess, I didn't even see you come up here. When did you do that? Oh my gosh, I must be so focused on all my pieces. I didn't even see you. Thank you. This is not $39. I'll make it $38.88. And here is what I want to show you is on the hand, because you're going to see that flash from a distance away. Promise you. Like diamonds are inside the merengue. How does that happen? And here we go. $38.88. Who is going to get that big, big value? It was the pear shape the other day with that double halo. Wow, was that stunning? This is a really important stone as well. And $38.88 gets it to you. And look at how it just looks like a big block of icy diamonds, doesn't it? And they're just run every which way. And this is the cool thing. It's like it's floating above. Don't worry, it's securely set. There's a basket underneath it, the 4 sturdy prongs that are then set between these 2 outer rows in diamonds. And it's only $38.88 for a merengue of 138 size. Wow. You know what happens when they get anywhere near a carat. This one's well over, and $38.88 makes it for you. Okay, so we'll keep moving. We've got Tanzanites on the way. 10 minutes, actually 12 to be exact. 12 minutes till we get to the Tanzanite trio, which I'm going to preview here. Here's the 6 carat emerald cut. Wow. Oh, be still my heart. I love an emerald cut. I am obsessed. And then here's a bridge mounting that looks like the merengue. That's the oval that's going to be on display. And then if you want to go even bigger with the diamond weight, there's the pear shape. So all 3 of those coming up together. There's a blowout price on all 3 of them coming up at the bottom of the hour, which is 11.5 minutes from now. So not long to wait. And wait till you see this one. Oh, we have a Paraiba. We have blue zircon. We have Tanzanite drops. But then there's this. I'm going to flash an opal out of the museum collection, and just something that opals have a lot of degree of quality. Look at this. A round opal out of Lightning Ridge, Australia, and that is the biggest 1 carat 82. And what a mounting. This, sure, ballerina style of sorts, but I love the way they did extra long tapered baguettes and then filled it in the corners with the round. So that's going to be out of number 8879. When it comes to opals, this one is outstanding. 8879 platinum piece, of course, so it's really weighty. It has the great finishing here. We're going to throw in this box link chain, which is also very nice because it's going to be adjustable for you. Here's what it looks like. I'm so excited to see this in a lower light because you're going to see even more of those colors when you just don't even expect it, and then boom, there's the red, and there's blues and greens and teals and purples and yellows. It's all there. Here's your sliding adjustable chain. That bead, this couldn't be easier. It just slides. Make it shorter. Make it longer. Diamond weight is 187. Hey, now you got more diamond weight than you do opal weight, and yet that opal is going to look like a 4 or 5 carat all day long. Here's what it looks like from a distance away, and this is going to be, yep, you kind of knew that was going to happen. Suddenly now, where'd those oranges come from? Yellows, oranges, purples. We're seeing an entirely new play of color than we were seeing in all those different angles. So I've shown you 3 different angles, and every single time the stone looks entirely different. It looks new. It looks unbelievable. And this is the closest to real life. Still not real life because it's still a studio. So there's still a lot of light here. But that is one outstanding opal. And I don't like $19,999 for our show today. So let's take a look at this here up close again. Oh, this is just, I'm sorry, I had to take a moment and just look at that. See, there's no orange here up close, none. And that was what I was seeing the most of when it was on the neckline. Yeah, you see the greens, the blues, the really bright reds, but the oranges and the yellows, it's got it all. And it's not even $99.99. You're here for value. I'm here to deliver it. Let's bring this down from $99 to $89 to $79. It's a round, no less. That's tough to get. Wasteful cut. Do they want to waste the most rare opal in the world? No, they do not. So what a beautiful privilege to get a round, and it's not even $69.99 or $59.99. And there's almost 2 carats in mostly baguette awesome diamonds. They're really, really incredible. And I'm going to blow it out right now for $49.99, and that one is going to go. And it's all natural through and through. We don't see much of the opal through the back. They don't, this is typical with opals, they don't like to polish the backside unless you're going to have somehow a double-sided piece of jewelry. So they left a little bit of what's called the host rock or the matrix behind it. So that's all acceptable. That's normal. They don't usually polish the back of an opal. So they're trying to maintain as much of the carat weight as possible, but you see the depth there. And this is a water-based, water-dense stone. So it's less dense as a result. So $49.99 on that one. Then we've got, okay, it's almost tansy time. We have 8 minutes to go. I still have a blue zircon and a fawn diamond and several new. And then we have the big blowout on a purple pink GIA certified. So real quick, if you are somebody who's already a fan of fancier diamonds, and that's the word, fancy, that's very specific. And most are not labeled as fancy diamonds. This GIA certified stone, which is 6477, is labeled as a fancy purple pink. I am quoting here, and you will see the cert. And there is a major markdown. If you know this ring at $79.99, fantastic. I'm going to blow it out here today It does have, look at those big pear shapes on the sides. We didn't just leave it as a lot of little stones. Double halo in the pinks, white diamonds around that, the 2 pear shapes east and west. Here is the cert. So if you are always saying, I want a GIA certified diamond. Well, how about a GIA certified fancy? There it is. You know how many certs I've had that still are for different stones and they don't say the word fancy? Most of the pink diamond certs I have don't have that word. The ones that do are the chameleons usually. This is a fancy purple pink. It doesn't get rare, and obviously the lead color listed is the dominant color, as you can well see. And it's not small, it's 16 points. Plus 15 points in the pink, plus 36 points in the white, and the whole thing is set in 18 karat two-tone gold. And there's your clarity. That's a diagram. If the stone was that big, that's what you would see. Obviously, when the stone is smaller, you're not going to see any of that. So that's important. SI1 is still right here. That's where, again, you wouldn't see any of those inclusions with the naked eye. And there's your proof of that, even under magnification. So now we're going to take it lower than 79. Wasn't that a value? And for those of you that say, I would love to have a cert, it's the first question I ask when any of my personal clients are saying, I want a diamond. I want a diamond ring. Do you want certified or not? Do you prioritize a GIA cert? Because typically, and that's the real key operative word here, typically if you go for a GIA certified diamond, white diamond or any other, it's going to be far more pricey. So let's take this markdown and make this one of the more affordable we've ever had in fancy diamonds. And again, says the word fancy, that's very important. Take a look at this. It's not going to be 79, 69, or 59. When I send you markdown, this has got to go. There's only so long a piece can take up residence in our vaults. There comes a point in time where you know it's beautiful, you know it's rare. It's not a function of nobody likes the ring. It's a function of maybe not everybody's spending $8,000 on a piece. I definitely understand that. So here's what we're going to do instead of 59 or 49 or 39, and that's what it looks like on the hand. The perfect balance side-to-side piece, if you ask me, and it's not even $39.99. I'm giving away a fancy certified diamond in one of the rarest colors on earth. And we are not doing $39.99. And yes, you get the cert. And no, there's not a hidden extra charge for that. It's done. We paid for it. It's good. You're getting it for free. And now a lot of extras for free as well. And it's not going to be $39.99. Remember when I had those big diamonds in a blowout the other day? Yesterday? They were lovely, but they were not as important as a purple pink. I'm sorry, a yellow diamond is never going to be as rare as a purple diamond, or a purple pink, or one that is so good that we send it off to GIA first before we set it in jewelry. That is the main thing. And you know what? $2,999, it's a song. It's easy and it's really affordable, and it's going to be one of your most treasured pieces. It has to be. And then we are just moments away from that Tanzanite trio value, that blowout on Blue Wing Block D. Yes, they're all museum reserve. You already got a little preview of them. They're amazing. So stick around if you're a Tanzanite lover. We got more of them. We've got a pendant, a rare pendant today. I can't wait to show you the 463 in the pendant. That's going to be exciting. And here we are, 29. We really can't leave that here. And as that moved, I don't know if you noticed, but as it swung to the left, there was a flash. And I'm going to have you look at it again specifically and precisely to look at that flash. It's like a flash of red. It's like a beautiful, bright, powerful flash that comes through when that stone just moves. And don't think that's something you're only going to see here on camera. You're going to see that in person. And again, this is the cert that comes with it. So it makes appraising easy. It makes, if you are getting that, like, again, appraisals are important, right? If you're getting pieces insured, you want to get an appraisal first. If you're getting a piece appraised, maybe it's just because you want to know what a value you got. Well, that's a value. $29.99. Take a look at it. We're not leaving it here. Look at that stone. A purple pink certified. No cert like a GIA cert. And $29.99 gets it to one of you. And look at those massive, did we account for those diamonds? 36 points in the pairs and the rounds. Oh no, that seems like there should be a lot bigger diamond weight. But again, $29.99, great value. All right, we'll keep moving. So my last three pieces are here. That's not a good sign. The merengue, the opal, and now the purple pink under $3,000. Well, that is outstanding. And that ring just is, that's the mounting that dreams are made of, because that's what you want with that 3-stone extended out of the, it's like the triple. We talk about triple doubles. This is a triple. 3 halos, 3 stone style side to side. So it's just extending out in every which direction to make it such a wow piece. And we got to move. We got the big Tanzanite deal coming up. We'll see rubies later. We've got a Fawn diamond. We're definitely bringing the diamonds in all kinds of colors. We've already had the white diamond and the yellow diamond. Don't forget there was that hexagon fancy cut yellow. It's still here. If you'd like to go ahead and grab that for yourself. And a Paraiba round is here. I got to show you some Tanzanite drops. We're going to bring out some morganite. We've got a beautiful pair of rubellite earrings. Whatever your heart desires, you can always just pick up the phone and ask. But I'm going to start setting up our Tanzanite trio. Technically, it's the bottom of the hour. We're a couple minutes early, but I want you to really have a moment here to start considering which one. And I think it's going to be easy. I think we all have our shape preferences and what we like. Here is, we'll start right there. Well, we're going to need a lot of room if we're going to put up 3 big blue wing, all museum reserve. And that's the pear shape that's going to anchor this selection. There are only 3, and we basically took all the light carat weights, like 6 carats plus, like this. Gosh, how many times have we seen these bridge mountings today where it's like you're seeing the dazzling diamonds through the stone, every bit the saturation we love, but then it does that, and then it does that. See, that's my favorite thing. I'm obsessed with sparkle. I'm not afraid to admit it. And look what that stone does. Because Tanzanite otherwise not really going to sparkle. But that one does, because it looks like diamonds are inside. Here is my, and I say my because this is the one, selfishly, this is the one I would choose, emerald cut. I just am totally enamored with the beauty of an emerald cut. So you have choices. That's always a good thing. By the way, if you love emerald cuts too, we have the earrings to match. But all 3 are going to be sent out, and very quickly. And let's remind everybody that this is not an inventory where we're going to see like 100 of things, 20 of things, or even 2. They are one of a kinds, all over 6 carats in size. Actually, can you guess which one is almost 7? Because there's one that is just shy of 7 carats in size. So we've got a 615, a 630, and a 696. So you can take and place your guesses, but they are going to go. So welcome in, everybody. It's the bottom of the hour. We're at that halfway point of our Sunday. And reminder, it is our last show of the week here because we are not here on Mondays and not here on Tuesdays, and I'm sorry that we're not. But we are not here Mondays or Tuesdays. We are back with you. We rendezvous on Wednesday. So I hope you'll remember that. But this is kind of our last hurrah of the week, and we want to make sure everybody gets what they love. But obviously, one thing that doesn't stick around are blue wing block tees. We know that, we understand that, we get that, and now you get a selection of 3, all over 6 carats, and all huge diamond weights as well. So take a look. They're all going to be in the white gold that they're in, so recommend that anyways. So I think that that's a good choice. And we've got, okay, who guessed that the 696 largest stone was the emerald cut? Because if you did, you are correct. It's actually going left to right, ascending order. That just means bigger. So here's my 6 carat 15 oval with a carat 28. Here is my 630 pear shape with a carat 50. So now we're even getting bigger on the diamond weight. And then we have the largest one at 696. Now that's going to be over a carat, but a carat 01 in diamond weight. So we can rehash that. I just want you to prioritize getting on those lines. I know you don't know the price yet, or you do because you've seen them before in the past and you know that they're all $99.99. Well, I changed that. That's what blowout's all about. It's one last hurrah. It's the mission is to get them all home. We're not here to leave them here. It's not just a, hey, take your pick, and if they stay here, it's okay. They're not going to stay because it's that kind of value. So $99.99 will not be. That's where they've all been in the past. Actually, one was a little more. That was the $696. But here's your chance to pick up whatever your favorite is, and it's the lowest price that they ever can be and ever will be. So if there was a miracle that happened and one stuck around, which, trust me, will not happen, they would never be any lower in price anyways. And I always think that it's important to pick up your pieces because you get to start wearing it. You get to start enjoying it now. You don't have to wait. You don't have to hope or wish or think about it and then, you know, next time you call us, it's gone. You're just getting it and starting to enjoy it, wear it, collect it, all the things. And it's not going to be anywhere close to $99.99. As a matter of fact, lowest price ever, you're looking at it. We could go $69.99 and save you $3,000, or we can just go even further, save you a lot more than you're spending. 6 or 5 or even $49.99 are wonderful. Remember, every one of them brings you over a carat in diamonds, all the way up to a carat and a half. They stay in the white gold. We're still going to take care of the sizing for you. Please let us. These are not pieces you want to have a non-professional size. Not everybody who sells jewelry is experts in sizing jewelry or selling jewelry or even knowing about what jewelry is. You know, just because someone has jewelry in their midst doesn't mean that they know enough about it to be properly handling pieces like this. So we just leave it to the experts here, leave it to the designers. They will size it properly so it arrives and you never need to worry about it. You just enjoy your ring. Let it bring you joy. Let it bring you happiness and a smile every day. And it's not going to be $49.99 either. That's the emerald cut. I'm going to swap them out here. Remember, that's the 696 with a carat 01. Then I've got the pear shape. Remember, there's a fully finished undergallery in the pear shape. The pear shape is the 630, and that's going to have a carat 50 in diamonds. Look at that. That one, to me, looks the biggest, but that's not unusual. Pear shapes will do that oftentimes. So that's my 6 carat 30. Carat 50, that is the largest diamond weight. They go side to side and very wide pave there on the sides. And then let's go to the last but not least oval, which is in that bridge setting. Diamonds every which way. Once again, they all three are diamonds from every angle. But look at that. Set up a little higher. That's the oval. That's a 615. 128 is your diamond weight. And do we have anybody on the phone lines? Not a one. And I've got museums lined up. They're ready and they're waiting. And basically, you know who's going to make the decision on if they go on a plane, because most of them have to go by plane, because a lot of these museums are actually overseas and in Europe. And so this is where, again, the museum reserves are just that, reserved for the museums. So here's the deal. Who's going to make that decision? Well, today you are. You're going to make the decision on if they go to a museum or what's the other option? The alternative, going to your house, going to your collection, going to your home to make this the value. And I would rather, I love museums and I love walking a museum, nothing I'd rather do than look at rare things and, you know, feel like I'm learning and educating, because we can never know enough about this amazing world we live in, or its collectibles, whether it be, you know, prehistoric fossils or gemstones or jewelry or anything else. I mean, there's a lot of great things on display in museums, and to think that we have the privilege of providing the museums of the world with the best Tanzanites. Well, when you got the best, that is your right. And now I really fairly say, and I love a museum, but I think I'd rather have you guys get them. And if I can make this value even better to really sweeten the deal, then so be it. Let's do that. And take a look at them, because they're not going to be $49.99. Let's take it all the way on down. How about $4,499? You might as well jump in on the phone lines, because they're going to be gone. One of each, that's all I've got. They are neons and lit from within, and they're not 44 or 43, because I need callers. Cannot leave them here. Cannot. And we have great Tanzanite earrings coming up, drops in emerald cuts. You'll love them. Get the ring, and then we'll have the earring to match, and you'll be set. You'll be good to go. You will have the most incredible collection. But it's not going to, can't be 43 if I'm not getting phone calls. We're going to do better. 42, 41, how about $4,000? How about $39.99? Or do we need to take it and stretch the value even further? Come on in. We got to sell something. So it's the Tanzanites happen to be here at this moment, so they're going to have to be my sacrificial value lamb here. Okay, they're going to go. They're going to go, and they're not $39.99. We will make this even better. Remember, $10,000 pieces and more right here on this show. What they would be in retail. Well, first of all, do you want that quality? It's lower quality. Even if you're spending more money, lower quality stones, please don't lower yourself to that. When you have to pay more to get less, that is painful. That is not something I want any of our shoppers to have to do. And you've got a last call now on these Blue Wing Block Ds. Take a look at them. 39 they will not be. They're going to be even better. And all you got to do is pick one up. And we do have a 5 carat. I've got a 3 carat and a 5. Well, I've got a 463 and a pendant, and I've got a 3 carat coming up as well. So whatever you want to see. But if you want any of the big ones, here they are, and they will be $3,888. And then we're on our way. They go where they stay, but if they stay, they're staying for another day so they can get out to the museum. It's just the loose stone. The mounting will keep and melt. We will take those diamonds out, melt down that gold, reuse that, repurpose that for new jewelry, and the stone will be on its way. So $38.88 for 60 seconds. And if you have any requests, get them in. How about the 4 carat 36 in a pendant? in an Asher cut. And actually, if you've ever wanted to know what yellow gold and Tanzanite look like, we're going to show you. So that's going to be coming up in a pendant. Let me know who's got what. This is the pendant coming up. I'll flash it just in case you're wondering. It will be not an identical to match any of these, but honestly, I would say coordinate. Coordinate the colors. As long as the colors match, you're good to go. All right, so I'm going to keep the Tanzanites. Museums are happy right now. That's good news, because boy, there hasn't been much left to send out to the museum. So Museum Reserve has been a little bit, yeah, it's been really depleted, and there's just not been much remaining. So 25 seconds to go, 38.88. Let's do this. For anybody who says, love them, they're beautiful, but here's my problem. I don't have 38.88 to spend today. I want that quality though. Is there anything that you can do for me? The answer is absolutely yes. Here is the last ring. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Does anybody else see this, or is it just me? Is that stone bringing more reds than any one of these up? What is, okay, let's just skip these for a minute. Boom, boom, boom. Let's bring it out. Let's see what happens. Wow, well, that's the cut we don't have up there. Previously, we did not have a cushion cut. I have got a rectangular cushion. And it was, keep in mind, it was just up there next to 6 carat and 7 carat stones. It didn't look that much different. This is a 3 carat 05, and it is item number 112865. I'm gonna bring you back. Let's get everybody back. Let's get back to party time. Let's get back to making everything affordable to a point where you're going, I don't know how they do this. If you have said or asked, whether actually silently in your head or if you've literally audibly asked, how do they do that? This is your kind of deal. 3 carat 05, diamond weight's 82 points. It still takes the inspiration of what we saw in the last ones, where it's got the big pave on the sides and the halo in the center. So it keeps it classic. Your daughters and granddaughters and great-granddaughters and great-great-granddaughters are going to love this like you do. They will, because there are certain pieces that are as timeless as it gets in design, and that's one of them. And here's the deal. I want to know who's out there. We've got a $69.99 price tag on this very stone, Museum Reserve still. I think it looks actually better. I don't know what it is, but you're seeing more reds. And we speak truths. It's kind of difficult to convince you otherwise when we're all looking visually at the same thing, right? We all saw that. You had the pear shape and the emerald cut and the fabulous, I mean, we had an oval, and yet this one was just, it was outdoing them. It's crazy good. Let's go. I'm going to auction it off. This will be interesting. On a quiet Sunday, we're going to auction it off. Probably the worst decision I've ever made. Where do we start? 5,000? 45? 4,000? 35? It's a better quality. Maybe that just works better for you. Look at the difference here. If you wear this emerald cut, even me, I love big jewelry, but I'm not wearing this every day. That's not going to be my, hey, I'm just running errands. I'm going to the gym, the salon, the store. That's not what I'm wearing. This one could be your wearable piece. Could be the one you reach for every day. What about $3,000? Better yet, what about $2,500? I just want to hear that sweet sound of a phone ringing. Here, take a look at this. And I'm going to try it on. You know I will. This one's all finished on the inside, too. There you go. Oh, and you have a gold color choice. So the last ones had to be left in white gold. This one you can do however you want. Rose gold, yellow gold, however you like it. That is the essence of Museum Reserve. And look at that. If I block it, more color, more red, more light, more violets, more everything. Tony, I'm going to sacrifice it for $3,000. I think I said even 25. Did I get carried away? I did, didn't I? 2,500, I said it. Let's do it. $2,500, a $10 increment. I want to get something gone in Tanzanite. And then we have a pendant. It's a little larger, but you know, start with the rings because we're on that ring track. No open. Well, here we go again. Not the day to be doing auctions, obviously, but it's going to be at 25, 60 seconds, $10 increments only. I'll try it on the hand here. Let's make sure you see how beautiful it is and how very classic. This is what I would call big to like a large to mid-size. It really just depends on your own personal taste. But that is a stone big enough to be seen. Yes? In the what? pendant. Okay, we're going to show it next. And that might be real soon because I don't even have an open on this one. And I thought we had phones ringing, but apparently they were doing something else. So now we've got 45 seconds to go, looking for $2,500. And you know what else is interesting? We don't really rely on cushion cuts to bring flash or brightness or brilliance or like powerful flashes like that. This is looking like the flash of a round, but it doesn't take away from the incredible saturation level. So it's kind of giving everything all at once. It's like the total package. Is it the TTPT, the total package Tanzy? TTPT. The total package Tanzanite. It's giving everything. I'm sorry, Marcy. I'm sorry you missed it. Oh, I don't like when that happens. Okay. Are you verifying on this one, Jason? Okay. No verifications on this. We'll move along. It is not a Tanzanite day, apparently. Okay. Rubies I have. Getting ready for July. July's coming up. Got a really, really special ruby selection for, wait a minute, I'm not gonna leave this here. I've been doing this a long time and 6.5 years of blue wing black Ds. Had them since December of 2018. I have not shown any Tanzanites really other than blue wing black D for the last bit of time here. That's been a long time. We're going on nearly 7 years here of just showing the best. Well, they're almost gone, and it's probably a good thing because if I've got stones that were 6 carats on that blowout price sticking around, then I probably need to stop showing Tanzanite. But here's what I'm going to do instead, because there's nobody on the phone lines and it doesn't matter. I'm going to give you a price. And it's not going to be $69.99 because that's where it's supposed to be. And then I tried this, and guess what? Sometimes you need to make amends. People ask all the time, like, well, you're talking about it, but here's the deal. I have to sell jewelry. That is my job description. But my main mission, I don't look at it as selling because I'm not really interested in if you buy something or not, it doesn't really matter. But what does matter is that if you're looking for jewelry, which you probably are because that's why you're here, you're spending a valuable portion of your time on a Sunday morning or afternoon with us. And what a privilege that is. I never, ever take that for granted because you have a billion things you could be doing right now and you're spending time with me. And that's wonderful. But I will say this, my dedication and my life and my career path has been all about value. So if that's not a value that gets you on the phone lines, I still believe that there is a shopper out there. I'm the forever optimist when it comes to shopping because I believe that if the piece is right and if the quality is there and if I do something obscene on the price tag, it's going to find a home. And I'm going to try that. And $2,500 has not worked that magic. So here's the deal. By hanging out with me for a couple of minutes and listening to me talk about it, you're getting a better value because I can't leave it here. That's not an option. We have an hour and 15 minutes left in our week. I don't even see you until Wednesday night. And some of you forget about me then. So, you know, it's okay. That's fine. But that's a time off. So here's what I'm going to do. We're not going to do $2,500. I'm just abandoning the auction. I won't even ask for $24.99. I'll give you a sweeter deal to call me up and say yes, to try it and then let me put it in the size you need and the gold color you want and ship it to your doorstep for free, even if you live out in the middle of nowhere. That's really what we specialize in. Because if you had access, if you were in a big city, you might be more apt to go to that design house and spend $30,000 on a 1 carat Tanzanite with no color. Or you can shop with me, have it delivered, rest and sit with your feet kicked up on a Sunday like you're supposed to do, right? Supposed to relax. Sunday's about like easy, right? Relax, enjoy. Let the jewelry come to you. I pay for everything. You pay the small little fee to get the ring, which is basically a fraction of what it should be. I'll do the gold and the sizing and the shipping all for free just so you can see it at home and decide. Because I am that 100% convinced you're going to love my Tanzanite. Unless you're just into light colors, you're not going to like it. But if you really appreciate a great quality Tanzanite, best in the world, you're going to love this, and it's not 24. Sometimes you got to do this. And we can all just thank our lucky stars that we're hanging out together right now to witness this moment. Because it's not going to be 24 or 23. Come on over. Let's see the good stuff. They're sick of looking at my mug. Goodness gracious, there's prettier things to look at. 24, 23, 22. I still don't have a caller, so it's kind of wide open right now. It's kind of just wide open for first caller. And you can just, again, yellow gold wasn't an option on the last ones, but it is here. That's a huge extra expense for us. I got to be honest, it's going to take a little extra time. Don't expect to get it tomorrow if I got to change the gold color. That's the one thing, guys. You realize we have to make it for you. So if you say, I need a different, I had someone say that the other day. They were like livid with me because they were expecting to get their piece the following day. And I'm like, well, first of all, our shipping partners don't work that quickly. And second of all, because they lived across the country and we're in Los Angeles and we're all the way on the West Coast and a lot of you are on the East Coast and blah, blah, blah. But if we do want to change the gold color, I'm glad to do it for free, but it is going to take a little extra time. So just be aware of that. If you need white gold, not a problem. But if you do need a different gold color, we have to make that mounting in the size you need and then take the stone and transfer it over, which is fine, but it can't be done in like an hour. So yes, it is nobody on this one. Well, I'm giving up. I'm done. I think I'm done. I feel like basically at this point, if you had silence and this spinning on a wheel with a price tag like that, it'd probably be gone. Like all those other places. It's just quiet and there's nobody talking to you. And it's just like, yeah, call us if you like something. Here's what I'm going to do. I believe in giving you a value. And if you don't like $22.99, I don't like that you don't like it. I'm going to make it better. Let's try $21.99. Let's go even better. Let's go. I mean, at this point, it's a gift from me to you because that's what this is. This is like, what are you paying for? Not the mounting. I can tell you what the mounting ran us. We made this mounting on Thursday afternoon. That was literally 2 days ago. You know what? The mounting cost a lot more than that price. So deal on the mounting, free stone, deal. I'll give you the Tanzy for free, 3-carat museum reserve. You get a big discount on the mounting, and you decide when you get it at home if you want to keep it or not. You want to send it back to me with a note saying you have awful Tanzanite, go ahead. I will not be personally offended because I know better. I know what we sell. I know what we offer. I've been in the jewelry business my entire adult life. I get it. If you want it, it's not even $2,099. It's covered in diamonds. It's a lot of gold. It's not plated. It's not sterling. It's gold. The most expensive metal we make jewelry out of, and it's 3 times the price of platinum. So here's your opportunity. I'm selling it for $1,999, and thank me later. Or now, because I'm just trying to move some jewelry today. We got 70 minutes to do it. 70. And I don't know how I'm going to show you 400 items in 70 minutes and sell them, but I got to do that. So sometimes this is what we do. Marcy, have you seen the 2 diamonds, the 2 pink diamonds? I'm just going to throw it out there because the only thing that's coming to mind when you email me that question is, have you seen my 2 radiant cut pinks together, Marcy? I'm going to show it to you. I don't know if you've seen it, so you just let me know. I'm going to flash it. I think it's everyday wearable, and I know it's your style. So I'm going to show you that real quick. I'm taking requests here. I'm usually multitasking about 7 or 8 things at one time, so I'm going to wait to hear sold on this one, and then I'm going to find, where is my radiant? Oh, did it leave us? Wait a minute. I'll find it. We had a bypass style of radiant cut pinks I'm going to show for a customer here. And let me just see if I have it up here on set. I hope I do. And 19, so I'm sorry I'm distracted here, but I'm looking for a special request. I don't know, maybe it's not up here. I will have to go find it for you, but Marcy, hang out with me and I'll show you the bypass ring. So I really want you to see it. If you haven't, if you have seen it and it's a no-go, let me know. There's the 2 radiants, the 49 points in the pink, bypass style, 18-karat rose and white. Let me see. No, I guess I don't have it up here. All right, so we'll find it. I'll bring it out if you'd like to see it. But here we go, 19, let me try it on again. Let me show you the inside and the under gallery because you should be a stickler about how it feels because if it don't feel good, you're never, ever gonna wear it. So we make sure that we go that extra mile. This is the way it's finished on the inside. That is really, look at all that. Clover cutouts, designer. This is really just a magnificent stone, is it not? And then let me show it to you on the hand. And again, change the gold color if you prefer yellow or rose. No problem at all. Just give us a little extra time. That's something that's custom. Be patient with us when we have to, go that extra mile. We're happy to do it. Just does take a little extra time, of course. So $19.99. Wow, that is just razzle dazzle me reds all the way through that rich, saturated, stunning blue, purple, and red together. And Yeah, it's worth trying. And we're going to show that pendant. By the way, I know we had a request on the pendant, so apologies that this took so long. The good news is you're saving a whole bunch of money from where it was supposed to be today. So hopefully you don't mind hanging out with me a couple extra minutes to save thousands of dollars. I hope that's okay. Again, it's really what we have to do here. It's like I tell you all the time why we do these shows live. It's like we got to just adjust and adapt to pricing. And hi, Linda, we got your request too. So Linda, your copper bearing is here too. I wonder if that's Linda who reached out to me yesterday afternoon via email. If so, hi, Linda. Either way, hi, Linda. But this is 112-8617. Yes, questions. Okay, so Andy and Amy? Hi. Wait, last initial? Okay, okay. Thank you. Hi, Andy. Hi, Amy. We got the Tanzanite pendant coming up. That I'll do very quickly. Well, here's the deal. We just set a new precedent here on pricing. Whoopsies. That's my whoopsies price. And would that be weird to write on the graphic, Tony? Are you debating how to write whoopsie price right now? WHOOPSIE? The whoopsie price? Here's what I'm going to do. We have to adapt now because this is a larger stone and it's an Asher cut and it's 8653. But that is my stunning Asher cut. We had a couple people asking about it. It's item number 8653. The ring, by the way, check. See what's happening out there because I hear we're talking about other things out there. So, you know, maybe it's again, not a Tanzanite day. And Linda, will you do your request? We're just lined up with requests here. So Linda will bring you a request shortly. But this is, whew, that's pretty. 463 on the Asher. It's got that little trillion, but it's rounds, but in a trillion shape. 14 karat gold. Yes, it's nice to see it in the yellow, but you don't have to leave it that way. If you've been digging how they look in white gold like we've been showing you in the rings, you can get that. It is 4 points in diamonds. 4? Okay. How? It's more than that. Anyway, it's a great value. And now I've got to adapt it to what we just did. It needs to be more because it's a bigger stone. You know, it's a bit bigger. It's a carat and a half bigger, more than that. So a carat 60 more in carat weight on Tanzanite makes a difference. But I do see that it's supposed to be $79.99. I do have to take it lower to make it make sense. And the ring floating on by, grab that ring. Whew. Okay, did I make everyone dizzy now? Let's blow out the pendant. I'll show it to you first a couple of different ways here, and then Linda, your rubellite copper bearing is coming up. But this is oh so good, and here's what it looks like. I love that it's classic too. Just that nice little detail, still gonna have a hinge with that bail, so the bail's separate as you see there. And so it's still gonna have a little bit of movement even when the bail's still, but it keeps upright on the neckline at all times. Again, you are gonna choose your gold color. Let me get you length on the ruler here so you can see exactly how long that's gonna be on the neckline. It is just under an inch, 7/8 of an inch top to bottom. Here's what it looks like from a distance away on the neckline for you as well. We've got a bow gone wild. Take a look at that. Now there's the saturation we want to see. And have to be better than $79.99. I'm going to try to just fit this in with that value we just saw on the ring. Let's go back up close and let's bring you the value right now on the Asher cut pendant under $29.99. We'll keep on going. I know it's a big carat weight here, quite a bit bigger than our last ring. So what I want to do is make this really simple. And Andy, real quick, I thought I had the Andy. Oh, I thought I had the two radiant pinks, the bypass radiant pinks out here, but I don't. So maybe it was in Friday's box. Could you bring that to me when you get a chance? Thank you. Here we go, 463, and not going to be 29 or 25 or 24 or $23.99. I'll make it $2,299. And that is it, $22.99. And pendants are few and far between. We just have not seen too many, certainly not in the museum reserves, in a bigger size either. Pendants are usually, if I have them at all, they're usually 1 carat or less. This is that big jumbo size, which is going to coordinate whether you have a 3 carat, a 5 carat, a 10 carat. Honestly, doesn't matter. And what I say is you don't need to have an Asher cut either. It can be a beautiful match to anything you have, any other shape. I mean, you don't have to have exactly the same shapes head to toe. So I'm going to bring first Linda and then Marcy, if you're still with me, I do have that pink diamond to show you because it just, I don't know, it's got your name on it, it seems like to me. So we'll show that. And because again, I just said I want something unique and special, and right hand ring 90% of the time. I think it's amazing, and I think it's perfect for index. So we'll show that too. But Linda's first. So call me on the pendant. 20. Did I really say that? I mean, at least it makes sense with the other blowouts. $22.99, sure thing. We'll give it 60 seconds. Then we only have an hour left in the show. Jason, that was a big sigh. Are you all right? Are you glad? Now, Tony said to me earlier today, he said TGIF. Now, are you here on Mondays or Tuesdays? I take it you're not here, right? You're not here. So TGIF. I'm just going to, yeah. Our weekend's coming up. Yeah. Poor Jason. He was like, is it Friday? Really? Should I be coming in tonight? No, it's our Friday. Everything okay, Jason? You're good? Okay. Anybody happy out there? Shopping for a value? Anybody happy? Happy with Tanzanites? No? Well, I tried. So, we have a rubellite that happens to be copper bearing. Let's take a look at 8617. I guess we're waiting it out here. 15 more seconds to go on this beauty. Double prongs in the corners. Zine, are you taking the pendant? No? Okay, pendant's still available. Sounds like that one's here. And then let's keep moving because here's my rubellite. It's 8617 and we're done with the Tanzanites. Oh, I do have, never mind, I've got the emerald gust to show you. The earrings, the earring drops are here. But here we go. That is the essence of perfection in rubellite, but it's also copper bearing. So 1128617, what a pretty color, rich. You know what it reminds me of? Almost like a merengue, but a little richer in color. Not as much red, more like purple pink. So really intense color, stunning 327 stones, 76 points in diamonds as well. It's our oval, it's clean. That's what I find so remarkable about that one is how clean it is. Very unusual for a copper bearing stone, very. And then it just feels like this big pronounced frame of diamonds because we've all seen the halos where it's one, little itty bitty row that surrounds your stone, but here's something different. You get more of that blocked style. It really still keeps the corners squared off, which I like with the oval stone. And we're going to do this one on the hand. You can change the gold if you'd like to. So for Linda's request or anybody else who would like it, it's a first come, first served basis, obviously, as all of our one-of-a-kinds are, and that's what it looks like on the hand. We'll blow it out. The $8,999 goes to the side. I don't even know where you buy these anywhere else. I'd love to give you a good old-fashioned retail comparison price. You really can't do that. You don't have retailers. If anybody tells you a Paraiba retail price, they're probably making it up because there just aren't Paraibas available in regular retail establishments. That's not to say a one-off is going to be found at an estate sale at some point or something somewhere, but regular retail where they got to have mass quantities in all their stores and all their locations and online too, like they're just not going to have it because there's no consistency with the stone. They're one-offs. And this is not going to be $89, $79, $69, $59, $49. It's not even $39.99, $483.27. I'm creeping towards $1,000 a carat, which does not happen on anything copper bearing no matter what. And this is one of the rare colors you get, and I'll make it $37.77. First caller on that one, and then we have a pink diamond bypass. Marcy, if you're ready. We have got a pink diamond bypass ring that just made me think, might as well make sure you see it. And then, what else? Any requests? We just reached the top of the hour. Still rubies to come. And a little wheel of rubies, and we have Paraibas and Tanzanite drops and the 27.5 carat blue star sapphire if anyone wants to see that. And here we are with our Cuprian rubellite. Little different than the purples because when it has more pinky reds, tends to be rubellite. Just no different than if it was a regular rubellite. This is not. Cuprian albaite actually does indicate that there's also copper. Now I'm going to just show a quick flash here because this has been on the show in recent days and just tends to be, well, still one of the rarest stones and rarest combinations of stones I have seen us do. Those are pink diamonds that are leaning towards a lavender purple, and it's item number 8527. And let me show this to you on before we go any further because it is a bypass ring. It's going to have that great length to it, yet it sits low profile, as you see there, and it could be worn on the middle finger, I think this would be like the ultimate right hand ring, beautiful personality piece, but at the core of it are 2 nearly quarter-carat radiant cut pinks that are natural, and then you get another 15 points in the pink diamond halos around it to make them look even bigger, and 69 points in the white diamonds. I don't know if this one's going to fit my index, but I'm sure going to try, so you can see yeah, pretty much does. So there you go. That is, see, I always think it's got to be, if you're going to wear a bigger ring here, please make it be low profile, so it's just easy to go about your day, and you're just able to, you know, have a really wearable piece that is not obstructing with your daily wear. So that's just a cool piece. And they look, I don't know about you guys or what you're seeing at home, but in person, they look very purple. They really do. I'm going to call them pinks. That's what we're calling them. But they definitely have a lavender hue, especially when we're back up close and you see them here with the pink diamonds right next to them. Well, they do tend to look a shade or two darker. So bottom line is it's $14,999, which is a wonderful value because we would normally just see one or the other, and it would be solo on a ring. But here's a better way to go about it. I think our pendant's still here if you want the Tanzanite pendant. This is definitely a really good time here to pick it up, and we're going to make it, actually it's better than $99.99 too. So last couple of pieces are still here, I believe, if you want them. The Tanzanite pendant, the rubellite that's copper bearing. We still have our 6-caraters in the Tanzanites as well. Those 6-carat stones that we showed you are still available. So some pieces still hanging out here from today after a lot of jewelry has been shown. But here's what I'll do on this one. It's not even $88.88. And talk about irreplaceable. It's the first time for us having 2 big pink diamonds in one ring together. You emphasize that with the double halos. The bypass design is really pretty on the finger. And I'm doing it right now for $69.99. So just a huge value for purple pinks. The pinks are definitely, I would say those are true pinks in the halo, that's for sure. But what you see around that, just continuing with the white diamonds. So really spectacular in every way and a beautiful look there on your pinks. Okay, so let's move. Top of the hour's here, it's come and gone. So I have a top of the hour special that's going to be a bit behind. I do want to show you our ruby trio. It's fantastic because we are just now days away from July. The next time I see you guys, it will be July. Isn't that right? Wednesday is going to be already the 2nd of July. Yes, because we have the 4th on Friday. Oh, and by the way, we'll be off on, no, I'm just kidding. We will not. 4th of July, while everyone else is closed, we'll be here for you celebrating independence, but also jewelry. It's what we do. Okay, so let's get to our ruby selection. 3 brand new rubies that you have never seen before. Whoa, look at that one. That's just one option. That's going to be our pear shape. And then we have the oval. Whoa, are they getting better? Look at this. And then we have a marquee cut, which, if you're going to celebrate the upcoming month of July, you better bring out some rubies, and best rubies. Look at what is here. Oval, pear, or rare marquees. Well, you got to remember that rubies do not like to be cut in anything but an oval. So to see those stones cut the way they are, I mean, yes, there's an oval represented, but it's even elongated. That is beautiful. And clarity throughout, all from Burma, all in platinum, one fabulous price. And it's the top of the hour with 55 minutes to go until we don't see you till Wednesday. This is go time. Any of your favorites. If you have any questions, by the way, we're in last hour. This is when we get really, really busy, where everyone starts picking up their pieces they're still thinking about from earlier, their request ideas, the second look, the recap, picking up what they can get before they're gone, because you know how the end of the show works. Everything we've been showing, if it's still here now, won't become the end of the show, which is 54 minutes away. So this is your chance to pick up our first ruby presentation. It's a platinum blowout, so you get anyone you like. The marquees, the pear, or the oval, and the diamond weights are gorgeous, and they're all going to be under a carat, but this one is the light 1 carat. That's the 93 pointer in the pear, and then you have the oval at 62 points over here, 62 points on the oval, and then we go to 63 points on the marquees. That's your center stone carat weight. Let me take the diamond weights here, 35 points, all bigger diamonds there, 35 total on the diamond weight, 82 around your oval here, so that's 82 points. That's going to be the largest diamond weight of the 3, and then your marquees has 65 points in the diamonds. So now we get to make sure they all go in quickly, and here's how we do it. The very first callers, one of each obviously, pick your favorite. You know which one you like. Someone else probably likes the same one, so you want to put yourself in the best position to snag it. especially when they're not going to be $39.99. I am here to make you a deal, a wow deal, like a literal deal, but a real moment where you go, I did not see that coming. Because I know what I expect as the price tag to get them out the door. It was so interesting because it's a fascinating how there is just no way to hide value. Value is so obvious. You guys are the smartest, most savvy shoppers out there. You know a value when you see one. Case in point, yesterday I had 4 incredible yellow diamonds. They were gone before I got to the lowest price. They were gone when they were thousands of dollars more than what I actually offered them for. I have a feeling this could be a repeat of that. This could be the same scenario here where they're going to be gone before you get the lowest price. Now, if everybody says sold at $39.99, do you think I'm going to say, great, more profit? I don't do that. My shopping life is dedicated to value. So I don't do that. I know we could get $39.99. I know that's a value. Of course it is. We're going lower than $39, then $29. You want to see rubies fly away? They're not even $1,999. Gorgeous rubies. And one of a kinds. When they're gone, they're gone. And watch this. It's not going to be 19. They're not going to be 18, 17, 16. You can go ahead and say sold because they're all one of a kinds. Whenever you know which one you love and have to have, say sold. You will get the lowest price possible. And it is not 16 or 15 or $14.99. I give them 60 seconds. We'd be lucky if we get to look at them for 60 seconds time. They are not even $1,499. What are we doing? We are staying true to who we are, which is value no matter what. And you're all set with a July birthstone, but really it doesn't matter when you were born. It's the king of all gems. And I'm making them $1,399. And let me know which one I can try on first for you, because that is stunning. The stones are stunning, but the price may be even more so at $13.99 for whichever one you want. So yeah, it's go time. It's definitely go time. And I'll just wait till I hear which one you would like to have. They are amazing. Do we like the left side marquees, the center pair, which is the largest? Yes. You got it. Pear shape going on the hand first. That's item number 8702. That is the light 1 carat at 93 points. Here it is on the hand. Ooh la la. That's the pear shape. There you go. Okay, let's try on the next one, the oval. Oval next. Oval's going to be item number 8703. Here comes the oval. Take a look at the oval, platinum. Yikes, do you want a really good ruby? They're here. And they don't have to run you $7,000 or $8,000 like even here they usually do. That's going to be our oval, elongated, and that's going to be 62 points with 82 points. Remember, that's got the big diamond weight. Are we going to leave? Okay, well, maybe we're done. I don't know. I'm going to show you a princess cut pendant. I just got word I can release it. Yeah, you got it. Pear shape gone. We have an oval and a marquise. The only one I haven't tried on yet is the marquise. So let's take a look at that. That'll be item number 8855. That's the 63 pointer with 65 points in diamonds. Boy, that feels very classic with that double halo. Beautiful. Thank you so much, ruby lovers. Maybe you're not a ruby lover. You will be when you meet these stones. This is gorgeous. Hey, new registers. Welcome in, new registers. I like that. Verifying the oval. Is that a new register? Wonderful. I am going to show you a princess cut diamond pendant you can wear multiple ways. So if you'd like to go ahead and get on the phone lines for that one, please do. That's coming up, and it's a one of a kind, and it's very affordable. Our most affordable idea of the day, actually. So the oval, I'm going to put that aside because it sounds like that's gone. Marquise is left. And that's 8855, 63 points, 65 points in the diamonds. On the marquise. Well done. Okay. So I'm going to get to that pendant. This one I have been waiting for days, and I've been waiting to show it to you. And we're going to do that now. And this is how I like to wear it. Let me know if you'd like the marquise cut. Here is the diamond princess cut pendant. It feels a lot like a necklace. You can wear it this way or this way. Just depends. And it's as simple as how you put your chain through the 4-side bail, because basically the whole piece is a bail. So you get to decide, and that's why I love right there. That is what I love about princess cuts. Baguettes do it as well. For everybody who just wants to know, I'm hearing a lot of people spell baguettes lately. It's B-A-G-U-E-T-T-E-S, just so everybody knows. I've seen a lot of interesting spellings on baguettes, but B-A-G-U-E-T-T-E-S. These are princess cuts, which is a little easier. But item number is 1128785. Take a look at what they do. 9 stones. Let me show it from a distance because I want you to see how the size is going to look. It's so elegant. Fairly straightforward here when you see this, like, again, that angle or that angle, squared off or more diamond shaped, but it's 50 points exactly. And it's one more thing, 18 karat gold. So you're getting a premium gold, diamonds are stacked, there's no catching on anything. If you're like me and you like to wear some unique fabrics and you don't want your jewelry to destroy your clothes because you like your clothes just like you like your jewelry, that's not gonna happen here, there are no prongs. Well, there's like the little detail at each of the corners, but that's not a prong. So it's really not catching on things. It's smooth. You've got all your stones set literally side by side invisibly. There's your 1/2 inch when you do have it that way. If it's going to be a little shorter, it's going to be more like 3/8 when you do the squared off, and then I'll show it on the neckline. Yes, Zine? I think it's already sold to your neighbor there, but maybe not. You want to check with Joanne and see if she's getting it? Okay. She's got it. Okay, so the marquees is the only one left, Zine. And then let me take this over to the neckline for you. Show you right there. Just, you know what it does? It ends up looking like one big diamond, doesn't it? Looks like one big princess cut. And this one is going to be under $1,000, and $999 is great, but I'm here to move it. Let's make this one $699. A price tag. Did I just drop it? Yes, I did. I didn't grip it hard enough. Here we go. And I got it. It's rescued. It's right on my cloth here. So there it goes back on the neckline, and then I'll show it squared off too. So that's what it looks like if you decide to go more like, again, angled, or you can go more squared off. Again, simple. You put your chain right through it. Yes, it's going to be diamonds by the yard worthy, so you can wear it with your DVTYs, any chain that's within reason. If it's going to fit through the sides of that, you're going to be good to go. So that's $699. Back up close we go. We'll see who's got it. There is just one of those. So that's it on the princess cuts. And this sparkle, that's what I love about them. I love that. Surface shine in addition to brilliance. It all happens, and that's what most people see. What was that? They go, what was that? Did I just see lightning? She got an energy about her. There was like a lightning strike of diamond beauty there off the neckline. So that one's going to be $699. Let me know. And then here, I couldn't resist this. I took it off because I had to remind myself to show you the blue zircon bangle bracelet with an Asher cut blue zircon. Oh, does it have smudges and everything else? Well, I'll get it polished up for you, and then we're going to talk value on a bangle that has a lot of substance to it. And that is going to be our Asher. You know what? I can skip it. We can repolish that. If anybody needs it, let me know. I can give you the value. Otherwise, I think I've got another piece I want to share. That's our $250, by the way, in the Asher cut. I do want to show you a Fawn diamond because that's really unusual to see at this point. And then we also have, oh, look, we've got a blue zircon for you. So a ring, actually. We're going to just skip the bangle for the moment. And then let me actually show this one instead, which is the ring. This is a 175, so similar, but now we're seeing the oval and then the diamonds each and every way down the sides here. Blue zircon is it's an extinct stone, so it's very pricey when you find it. We are down to 45 minutes. Love to know what you're looking for here before we go so that we can make sure we get your request in, because again, no TVON shopping for the next 2 days. We're not here. No Monday, no Tuesday shows at all, not day, not night. So we're back Wednesday night at 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern. So this is really where, again, we want to get those values, because at this rate, a lot of you are going to have the jewelry you pick up today by the time we air next. And again, that just obviously depends on the gold color and whatnot, but that's important to remember. So this one would be our 175 with 70 points in diamonds. The item number is 8611, and we will move it along at a great value and send it on out. Then we have more designer pieces to share with you as well. So more designer on the way. Any requests or recaps? I have a ton of jewelry left still, but that's not going to be the case in 44 minutes when we sign off. This is what always happens these days of summer when it's busy and people aren't necessarily holed up inside anymore. So just a matter of telling me what you want to see one more time before you make a decision so you can get it quickly before it's gone. We will recap the indicolite and the yellow diamond and the beautiful sphene that we had earlier. I think the Tanzanite pendant is still here as well, but this will be 1,990. I just want to modify it really quickly. Today's been all about values, and we got 43 minutes, and let's just celebrate. Let's do something better than $1,500 or $1,499. There you have it in the blue zircon. It's like a turquoisey, vibrant blue. It's undeniable, and you've got the best of the best right here. And we're going to make this really affordable, $12.99. Pink diamond is still here. GIA certified purple pink, still here. Same with our big yellow diamond in our fancy cut. Also still here, $12.99 in the blue zircon. Let's move it along. We got the big yellow diamond. It was way early in the show. Got to show this again for anybody who enjoys a really unusual designer cut in a diamond that is a bright yellow, natural, 1128752 coming up. And don't forget about the band ring and the hoop earrings. They were two of our favorites of the day. The triple diamond hoops, the triple diamond band that's so heavy. Those are here for under, well, the earrings were $12.99 and the band was only $9.99. So there have been some really important pieces throughout the day. If you have any questions on anything, do let me know. Here we go with this yellow diamond. So now a lot of these pieces, if you did see it earlier and are thinking about it, a lot of people are now seeing this for the first time. Want to make sure you get in here as quickly as you can. And okay, let's go for it. Carat 04, natural yellow, 19 points in diamonds. It's $29.99. And I know how many people, oh, did the emails, oh, I got so many emails yesterday about people upset that they missed out on the yellow diamonds I had yesterday. There were 4. They were gone before I even priced them at my all-time low. So it's another opportunity, but nothing we've had before, nothing we've seen in the past with that kind of cutting and color together. And yet, let me give it a little extra polish and try it on here for you as well. It's set in platinum, stays in platinum. We're going to size that for you, but $29.99. What a piece. That's one way to wear it. I did point out earlier, I think it looks more like a heart shape when you do it that way. It almost looks like a really cool ribbon style of a heart. Some white diamonds down here, the big yellow, not really center, but center up and down, and yet great stone. So it's our yellow diamond for $29.99. Okay, so we'll keep on moving. That's still just, again, not the best angle to see the stone. That is the better angle for sitting on the wheel. So there you have it at $29.99. I do want to remind you about our color change sphene, the big time Asher cut, carat 20. Also, I don't know why I got real excited about this beginning of the show and I started showing all the museum pieces in the first 20 minutes. So just to recap, if you weren't with us, there's another one. That's the 1 carat 20 in the Asher cut sphene, changes color, 55 points in diamonds, yellow, white, or rose. And that one is only, well, I got that one all the way down to $19.99 for our only sphene of the day. Yes, Jason. Oh, good. Thank you so much. Who got it? Well done. Thanks, Pamela. We've got that princess cut diamond piece gone in the 18 karat gold. Well done on the most affordable idea of the day. And then we also have, I guess I'll bring it out, we've got a Mandarin garnet round. This feels a lot like what we saw yesterday. About this time, 24 hours ago, I had a Mandarin request. And I brought out these gorgeous rounds, but they were $3,000 and $4,000. So I wanted to find something that was a little more affordable today and with all the brilliance, and it's right here. So for those that didn't get the rounds yesterday or they were a little out of the price point, Mandarin is a pricey stone. That is not changing. This is the one in the bridge. 4616 is the number, and this will be, oh gosh, this is a great ring. And I've seen it in white gold. It looks gorgeous in white. I don't know how you decide. It's going to look divine either way. I'd steer clear of the rose, but the white or the yellow are amazing. It's a carat 28 private collection. This is that fabulous round but extra. It's a brilliant cut. It's beautiful. There are diamonds, 2 rows that run underneath, and then 1 row that's your halo, well, it's basically right above. You see that there, and you can even peek in and see the culet of that stone elevated over the double row. And now we just have to wow you. And this one's all finished on the inside. Nice, heavy, solid band through the back. Beautiful. I mean, you think an orange diamond's good until you see a Mandarin garnet around, and then you go, I don't need an orange diamond. I don't need it. This is better. It's brighter. It's more crisp and clean and lovely and rare. I mean, honestly, orange diamonds are really rare, but a Mandarin is too. Mandarins have only been around since 1991. Where were you in 1991? I was probably listening to the MC Hammer cassette tape, dancing in my bedroom as a tween to Can't Touch This, or Too Legit to Quit. And that is going to be my new theme for the next 38 minutes of this show. Too legit to quit now. I'm going to keep bringing you values. I hope you find something you love. And in that same vein, let's make this $49.99 ring so much better and make it $1,499. First caller gets it. You can have any gold you want. It's a round set above the double row with the halo above it, and it's only going to be for one caller because look at that round. That is why you don't get duplicates out of Mother Nature that look like that. Yes. Which ring is it, Connie? Haven't flashed it once, but I don't know what she's watching. Are you talking about the Tanzanite from earlier, the 3 carat? Because I haven't shown it since it was on the air. I have not flashed it. I don't know what she's seeing. I haven't showed a Tanzanite since they were on the air presented. Nope. But thanks for letting me know, because I did not. Nope, haven't shown that. It's not even here with me. It's already gone. It's left the studio. All right, so here we go, $14.99. What's Connie watching? What did I show? I do want to show you the Tanzanite drops, though. I haven't shown those yet. We're going to show those. I promised I would show you the emerald cut drop earrings that I have today. And the emerald cut ring is still here, by the way, the 6 carater. So actually it was the 7 carater. So if you're thinking about that, we'll have the match set there. But $14.99. I was a little confused myself. Jess was like, wait a minute, what? I don't know. Maybe flipping through the channel. Does someone else have Tanzanite on the air right now? Just to confuse us even more, I'm going to show the earrings. What's that? Oh, maybe like a rewind situation? Yeah. Maybe she's watching online or rewound the TV or, yeah. I'll do that during games sometimes. I'll rewind to see a play again, and then I forget that I rewound, and then I'm 2 minutes behind on everything. So, yeah, I get it. That happens. All right, take a look. These, yeah. Mandarin, all right, Fawn and the Mandarin. Let's talk about these Tanzanite drops, 8384. And by the way, the earrings I'm wearing are available. They're beautiful diaspores. So, you know, if you just needed a look at those from a distance, I'll just flash them in real quick just because I know you've probably been seeing going, oh, I'm sure there's a lot of you online going, where are her hoops? Is she okay? Is she all right? But these are the diaspores, so just a look at those. Anyway, if you're curious. Let's go back, though, to our wheel because, gosh, I have got so many gorgeous pieces still to show, and I thought, let's just show these. I talked about them. We have the match in the ring still here because the 6 carats are still here as far as I know, and this is the earring that I wanted to bring to you. So Museum Reserve emerald cuts, haven't seen a lot of emerald cuts in this size. Tends to be, we get the 20 carat total weights and all that. It's item number 8384, and it is 9 carat 60 of emerald cuts, and then you also have diamonds top to bottom all the way around. So it's like a hoop to start, kind of like the diaspora earrings I'm wearing. And then what you get is this beautiful drop. They're going to anchor and sit beautifully. Nothing but reds showing through. These, it's not even the right angle to show you the reds. And yet, look at what's coming through. And then let me, of course, angle them, move them so you can really see what those stones do. They are delivering. And then the diamond weight is 76 points. And I'm going to borrow one. This one will do the same. It gives you, oh, it's got all the reds too. No doubt about it. These are fantastic. Let me show you the length. This is that hinge closure. It's like a lever back, so it's just going to open on up, point right. See it? Just like spring loaded. So it just boom, just right up and then right down like that. So it's all super secure. You're not losing that. It's all self-enclosed. Like, again, you got nothing to worry about. We don't want you to worry about these earrings. They're a beautiful piece. They've got 1.25 inches top to bottom. I will give you a look at them on the ear as well. They're supposed to be $14,999. We got 34 minutes to make miracles happen. And I make miracles happen, at least in jewelry, every day. So we're going to try, besides Mondays and Tuesdays. But here we are with our fabulous, you see the reds. It's like looking at neon lights. It is. It's like neon lights coming through your stone, which are just amazing. And then that, oh, look at that. The perfect way that they sit, just like so, to have that perfect diamond weight right there, the drop, the diamonds all the way around. The beautiful emerald cuts are really second to none when it comes to their, it's the step fastening for me. Just think they're elegant, think they're lovely. Let's go back to our wheel and make them better than even 99, 89, 79, 69, even 59.99, nearly 10 carats. They're almost 5 carats a piece, and they are on their way out, no doubt. 59.99 they will not be. They're going even lower than that. This is one of the best, and yet last emerald cuts I had were over 20 carats total weight, so they got a little pricey. These are only $56.99 if you'd like the pair. $5,699 only, and white gold is how they stay. And then I will remind you, now just scream at me if someone already bought it, but I didn't hear anything about the emerald cut. So let me show you the emerald cut ring just in case you want to, like, in one day, get a whole, like, lifelong collection of blue wing block D emerald cuts, because this would be the gorgeous ring that goes with it. That is the 696. It was the biggest size we had on a wheel that was all blowout. Yep, they're all doing it. They're all giving the reds. Look at that. That's the ring that goes with the earring. And if you can, I got the ring down to $38.88. Now the earrings are $56.99. That is one major set. 7 carats almost in the ring, nearly almost 5 carats in the earrings individually. And altogether, you would be paying under $10,000. It's like $9,500 some dollars to get everything up there. Woo, that's good. So $95.87 if you want it all. Everything up there on that wheel, and the match is perfection. And then let's see. Time for more? We have time. We have, I think the pendant, correct me if I'm wrong, we had a 4 carat Tanzanite Asher cut. I think that's still here. We have a very important purple pink diamond. Yes. Oh, yes, I have that. Who's that for? Lynn, you've got it. Let's show that from yesterday. I do remember, and that was just some of the brightest yellow diamonds, weren't they, Lynn? They were amazing. Talk about citrus tones all the way through. Here it is, Lynn. Here is 112-4617. Call me on the Tanzanite emerald cuts. That might be my new collection right there. That's it. Now, here you go, Lynn. This is the Mandarin. Wow, another gorgeous round. So the issue is for some is that yellow diamond debate. Do we want yellow diamonds? Well, this obviously adds a huge rarity level to your Mandarin. It's a round. Those are massive yellow diamonds around it. Wait till you hear the carat weight discrepancy here, because there's much more in the yellow diamonds than the white. This is item number 112-4617, and you get a carat 13 of that private collection round Mandarin garnet, then 61 points in the yellows, and then an additional 25 points in the white diamond. So it goes white gold, yellow gold, white gold for the band. You've got the setting of the Mandarin is also the white gold, and it is, what did I bring this down? Oh, it was $14.99 as well. That's right. It must be where I got that number for the round and the bridge. So $14.99 on this one. We had it briefly at the end of yesterday's show, so something you can consider here today as well. Luckily still here for one caller, but that stays as it is. So it's going to stay in the yellow and the white, but you really wouldn't want it any other way, given that it's got the yellow and the white diamonds. And what a beautiful, bright, definite neon category across the board here. It's really bright, amazing stones here, all of them. So that's what it looks like from a distance on the hand. And that will be $14.99. And that's for Lynn, but anybody else, again, first caller gets it. I can't play favorites. I don't know who's on the phone lines first. We just honor the one who dials in fastest. So I do have a tourmaline piece that's new. It's a bicolor. So we'll get you one of those green to pinks, and it's in a really cool cut. Go ahead, Zine. Oval ruby diamond ring. Are you talking about the one that's sold? Okay, is it the caller that got it? Okay, good. All right, just want to make sure we're not double selling anything. Let me do that. Let me go grab that ruby. So the ruby from earlier, and Zine, who was that? Susan. All right, Susan, take a look at your ruby. in the oval. We'll try it on the hand one more time. That's what she wants to see. Here it is on the hand. And then let me know, Lynn, who's got the yellow, white, diamond, Mandarin, garnet mix. And this one is already gone, but just wanted to show it here for Susan. 8703 was your item number, and that was the 62-point oval, elongated with the diamonds around at 82 points on the baguettes and the rounds. And Jacqueline, your request is next. A bigger Burma is coming out to play, and it's going to be a classic as well. So we'll go bigger in the ruby. We'll get you over a carat and well over. Does that help her out? Now, Zine, we also had somebody who was a backup on that one. So if anything changes and Susan does not want that ring, we've got backup for you for that one. So let me also show Jacqueline's request here. So we'll go from Mandarin to ruby, back to Mandarin, back to a bigger ruby. And this is the carat 30. And thank you, Jacqueline, for the request. This is item number 5460. It's not ready for its close-up yet, but now it is. It's a carat 30. And classic again, double halo, diamonds down the sides. The glow, it was remarkable to see it in that 63-pointer we just had. Even more so when you double up the size. And then some. White, yellow, or rose. I'm going to have you choose the gold color you want. And it's going to be that double halo. That is about as classic as it gets, and I'm a big fan of keeping rubies classic. I think that's a great way to go. We're going to finish up our show here in just a minute. We're going to have some a VS round diamond, and it's a fawn. So that's going to be very exciting. A very important 1-carat fawn diamond is here in a round. That's what doesn't happen, the round fawns. But now we're talking about the carat 30. Jacqueline, let's get you a value on the $79.99 ring. Good to know how much you're saving, I think. We'll do better than $79.69, $59. You know, a carat stone, when we get to 1 carat, that's when they really go up. So we usually see our 1-carat private collection rubies for $49.99 and up. Obviously, being bigger, we should probably stop right where it's at, $59.99. But instead, end of the show is here. We want to move mountains. This is the ruby deal. And no longer $49, not $39, not even $29.99. Maybe we have some folks getting ready for July. A birthday celebration, perhaps? Maybe it's a little special, something to honor someone you care for because their birthday's in July. Maybe you just love the king of all gems and that bright, clean, gorgeous glow that they usually don't give us. That one does. It's not 29, 28, 27, 26. First caller. Who will it be? Your gold color is your choice. Your size is your choice. That's an $8,000 ring. I'm not getting 26 or 25. Let's go $2,499. And then the fawn diamond's coming out to play. We have a tourmaline. I do have a Paraiba round, by the way, if anyone's looking for an affordable Paraiba. That's a relative term, of course, but we do have a round that is quite affordable for Paraibas. And then we do have, let's see, last call on recaps. Anything else from the show you're considering from our last 2.5 hours? We'd like to hear from you now so we can find it, bring it out, and then you can decide. It's easier to see it one more time. I think it makes the decision so much easier. All right, let's get to our fabulous fawn. This is where we normally have seen fawns, and I know they're a little bit of a private collection here that we got exclusively that is part of the Argyle Mine collection. And the fawns are this rare collectible because they're actually champagne and pinks together. This one is a little bit brighter, deeper, and more saturated. I would really, really love for you to have this one, especially when we added the pink diamonds. Do we have the ruby gone? Sounds like we're verifying on the ruby. So I'll keep moving because we have, inevitably, there are requests coming in at the end of the show. It happens every day. So no matter if it's, you know, late night or these afternoon shows, it is all about requests at the end. Everyone loves to wait. We have one last call on everything. Get it before it's gone to somebody else. But it's fawn time. The collection of diamonds that is champagne and pink, which is why we added pink diamonds to the halo. It's a bridge we love because it's upgraded. We just saw a bridge that was similar, but what's the difference? Like the bridge with the Mandarin did not have the diamonds top and bottom. It just had the 2 rows underneath. This gives you 4 rows in total of white diamonds, the pink diamond halo around it. It's item number 8918, and it is brand new with a 1-carat VS fawn diamond in the middle and a 25-point pink diamond halo and another 72 points in the diamonds. White diamonds, that is. And end of the show is here, guys. Last 24 minutes. What can we show you? Or is this what you've been waiting for? Sure hope so. It's an impressive style. So again, 25 points in the pink. That's just that halo setting up over the double row that runs underneath. You see from side to side there. Not high though. It doesn't sit way up high where it's all in the way. And then you've got your outer rows. Looks like you've added additional ring guards, doesn't it? It's kind of like, yeah, stacked 3 rings together. You don't need to. It just makes it easier. Stacking can be challenging because the sizing gets a little off and things start to happen when you start stacking a lot of rings. They can be uncomfortable. They don't sit necessarily properly. So it's nice when you have one design that delivers that all in one. And it's time to let this one go. We've just got a really cool value for you, and $89.99 should be. And anybody who's paying, you know, for 1 carat natural diamonds in this world of exotic colors knows what a value $89.99 is. But this is going lower, and at the shows here, we got to move jewelry. So you let me know if there's no other requests. We can just show you new like this, or we can show you recaps. It's whatever you wish for, whatever you want. Please don't sit back passively. This is the time you need to make your values happen. You need to be on the phone lines ready to go. We will not do 89 or half of that at 45. It's going lower. It's so much better. Let me try it on. Let's see if this one even fits. I don't know. It's a smaller size right now. Yeah, that's going to be one I'm just going to have to hover over the finger here. And that is, wow, that's a lot of gold too. It's like having 4 bands in one. And it's not 45 or $39.99. First caller gets it. Fawns are done. We had this one little collection. Do you know that they were actually saved by the miner himself? Think about it. Someone who was actually in the mine, mining the most important colored diamonds ever. They, of course, went extinct. The mine was closed a few years back. And so this came to us as a result of that, because one of the miners, who obviously was a collector himself, it's great. I love when people get to live their passion. I think that so many of us, hopefully, you know, that's something that, you know, we all can experience at some point. This was a minor collectible piece. This piece was saved, and as they would come across, which was very rare, they'd mine literally tens of thousands of carats of diamonds in other colors before they would come across a fawn. So then every fawn was essentially saved on its own as a specialty piece. That became a collection. So when you add all these specialty stones together, you have the makings of a collection. That collection was shared with us here and only here. So now we've been pretty much without it. Don't see them anymore, have nothing else to work with, and this one comes out from the vault, and we've got a better price than $39. I'll make it $29.99, first caller only, and a major value. I'm still going to show you some very important zircon and some bicolor tourmaline that is new, and maybe you want to see the round Paraiba, got that as well. So anything else you want to see before we go, down to 20 minutes, and don't see it till Wednesday night. So everybody's going, I want to see something on Monday night. Well, we're not here. Tuesday night, we're not here. So this is the time, and you never want to wait till Wednesday, because by then it's going to be gone. And we know what happens at the end of our shows. So this is it, guys. Last call, $29.99. And if anyone wants the 27.5 Blue Star Sapphire, I have that too. It's not inexpensive, but it's really rare. Fawn diamond, hanging out. Let's go to this tourmaline. Designer, bicolor, pinks and greens together. Now this feels special. And it is. Look at that. Wow. Okay. Fancy cut, fancy design. They feature the cutting, and they just basically created the whole mounting around this gorgeous cut. And a lot of times these bicolors that are green and pink are very deep dark greens. This is like an emerald green. It feels almost like a minty green, like a Paraiba. And it's going to be 1128892. It's 18 karat gold. Oh, wow. This is going to be good. 18K, 348 on the fancy cut bicolor. And look at that transition of light all the way through. And in that pink section, it's not just pink. It goes from the green to a lighter green to then the light pinks, and then a mauvey pink purple tone, and then a deeper, more intense purple. Let's take a look at it from a distance away. That is 15 points in diamonds, going to be a 16-inch chain, it looks like, in the box link. And well, look at that. It just became brighter. And like a beautiful, like a crest or an arrowhead design almost. And look at this. You got a little adjustability in the chain. You can always take that chain off and use it with something else. Any of your white metals will do. And we'll take a good look at the length here of the pendant itself, which is very, very nice because it's got some weight to it too. I don't mean heavy, I just mean you feel this piece. Almost 1.5 inches, 1.3 inches, let's say, and we will show it to you from a distance. Oh, this is everything. Look how unusual and rare, and yet from afar, in darker light, look at that stone as it's barely moving, how it's just, it looks like there are flashlights inside of it. And yet the perfect ombre of Mother Nature. That's amazing. That's a natural stone. No treating, no heating, no nothing. Just natural and fabulous. And this is going to be better than, I just can't live with $12,999 today. We're just going to look at it and go, oh, well, I wish I could. Instead, we go a lot lower. We send it on out. This one's going to be only $19.99. Just throw out a number that I know will guarantee it goes. That's kind of my mission in these last few minutes. Let's just start throwing out silly numbers. And that one would be extra silly. $19.99. I've seen so many, you've seen them too. The bicolors we have are beautiful, but it's typically an emerald cut, and it's that 50-50, and it's one color into another, and that's it. It goes green to pink, and all the green is the same, and all the pink is the same. This is really very, very unique. And again, didn't help it along. This is not something we can do. Tourmalines are one of those just naturally blessed stones where you've got rare and cool and exotic things that happen. But we can look at thousands of tourmalines and we select 2 and 3 a show to share with you, whether they be copper bearing or not copper bearing, but they're all so rare. And I'll give this a quick polish, and then we're going to see who's got it at $19.99. Again, last call on the show. I want to remind you about our hoop earrings that were here earlier, and most importantly, the 3-stone band, because I've had a few of you ask about that. Is it still available? Yes, it is. It was brought up by request. It wasn't even scheduled for the show, so we've still got this pendant here. I will flash in the Paraiba, which is probably a backwards order to do it, but there is a 59-point ultimate rare round neon Paraiba. Just a heads up on that one if anybody's interested. It's still not going to be, you know, it's not a couple bucks, but it is definitely important with that round. And then let's flash it because I just checked. We do have a couple available. Thank goodness, because there's nothing out of everything we've shown and all the exotics, nothing more classic or unisex or universal than this band ring. And that band ring is one of our best values of all time. And I know that I actually brought it out by request many, many hours ago. It is so exceptional because we do a lot of big jewelry, and not even our really big, grand museum pieces typically have this kind of feel, and that's because of the gold weight. I was measuring it earlier, and we discovered that this is not only 2 millimeters deep all the way around your band, but it's also 4 millimeters wide. So I oftentimes, and I invite you to do the same and call up your favorite jewelry store and see what a basic gold band. To me, like a basic way to see a gold band is to ask for a men's wedding band. Usually they're 2 millimeters wide. That's half of that, 2 millimeters. Right now you can pay $7,800 for a 2 millimeter solid gold band with no diamonds. This is 4 millimeters wide. It's much deeper. It's still a men's or ladies piece. That's totally, anybody can wear that. And you can wear it anywhere on the hand. And it's stackable. And it's in any gold color. And it is beautiful with an exclamation point. And there is, yes, if it matters to you, there is a very strong resemblance and a very solid theme to a very well-known, probably really right now the height of jewelry is this particular design house. And they're the ones that are trending more so than any other. And they do a version with no diamonds, and it's like 5 figures. I'm doing the diamond version with heavy gold, solid all the way through, no plating here. No silicone inside where there's just like a little bit of gold. No, it's solid, solid, and you see it all the way around. And this is men's or ladies. You can wear as many as you want. You can stack them up. You can get all 3 gold colors. And I am doing it with those huge diamonds that, let's not forget, are almost 8 points a piece. And it's solid. Look at the inside. Smooth, finished, all the way through. Forget under gallery. This is just solid gold. It's a hunk of it. So we're getting you a better value, and we're blowing it out right now. It is $999. And as I survey the last 2 hours and 45 minutes of all these items I've shown you, I still think that is one of the most universal appeal, yes, but it's one of our bigger values, because when we see it next time, if gold were to be exactly where it is today, the next time we make it, $29.99. And you know what? Had it been scheduled for the show, it would already be $29.99, but it wasn't. It was a request, and we brought it out and didn't upgrade the price for you, so you get that better value at $9.99 today. And even if you got one, you may come back for another, because you could get another gold color. You could get a different size, because why not? If your pinky's a different size than your index finger, but you want to wear it both ways, go ahead, but you're going to need two, because we don't do slinky rings, right? It's not going to be adjustable, and it's not, you can't stretch it out. It's gold. So this is where, get a couple, $9.99. And everyone thinks you waltzed into the big design house, the one with the French, with the red boxes, with the gold script, with the big C and all that. And yeah, you walk in and you spend $25,000 or $30,000, just depending on which version you get. And yet, how's ours different? Well, it's probably heavier, because I've seen that ring. Now, I can't verify it without it sitting in front of me what the millimeter size is, but ours is pretty hefty, and it's solid gold with VS diamonds. So shop it like you would if you were shopping couture. If you were made of money and money was never an object and you had unlimited funds to spend on fine jewelry, I still hope you'll shop with me. I still hope you'll buy it here than over there. No offense to that designer. Love what they do. Own their pieces. I think they're great. I think they're great. But if you can get the same thing for a literal fraction of the price, doesn't that just leave you more money left over to spend on other things, whatever that may be? So it really is, you shouldn't have to, and I'm such a believer, because right now it's all about, oh, well, look over here. We've got really, really, really affordable jewelry. And then you look and you go, yeah, I see it, but it's affordable, but it means I'm wearing a mystery metal that's going to turn my skin all kinds of different rainbow colors. It's going to look like a piece of roast beef when the day is over and I take off my ring and I'm going, what the heck is that? That's no fun, because then you wear it once and that's a waste. That's a waste, right? I think it is. At least that's how I look. I wasn't always that way, but obviously once you come in the fine jewelry world and you realize there are values like this possible, you don't have to go that costume jewelry route or that faux route where you're rebuying all the time, or you're not proud to give it as a gift to someone you care about, because you're like, I don't want to give, that's a reflection of who I am. I'm not giving a piece of junk. I want, because affordable jewelry is great. It's nice to scratch that itch of like, I want to shop, and I want to shop now. And I totally get that. I'm the same way. I love to shop. Shopping is what centers me. I have a very stressful life. Shopping is the only thing. It's my therapy. And you know what? It's retail therapy, and it's cheaper than an actual therapist. And you know what? You can get things you love at the same time. So I'm a fan. But the point is this, is that you have an opportunity here where, yeah, there's always going to be cheaper jewelry, but is it something that you're wearing long term? Is it something you're proud to wear? Is it something you're proud to gift? Why not? You could give that ring. Anybody could wear that. A 12-year-old, a 15-year-old, a college-age gal, a guy, everybody can wear that ring. That could be a wedding band. That could be an upgrade to the wedding band that you've been wearing that maybe looks a little bit, it's seen better days, maybe it's a little scratched and nicked up, and maybe it's just a little bit like worn thin. Here's the band you upgrade with diamonds, huge diamonds, VS diamonds. But the point is, if you're rebuying cheap jewelry over and over and over and over again, not only is it not something that's sustainable, but it's also something that you're actually spending more in the long haul. And when you look at what the comparison is on the most similar version out there, where it is 5 figures to get it, I would say spend less, because you are not having to compromise. If you're wondering, yes, but what's the catch? What am I giving up? What do I have to concede for that $9.99 price tag? Hear me say it, I love designer jewelry. If one day money is no object whatsoever, I'm still not buying designer jewelry very often. You know why? It's gold. Gold is gold. VS diamonds are VS diamonds. You can find a better way to do it, and that better way is right now. So take a look. $9.99 only. Let me know if you want one of our last ones. Of course, that's an extra charge, but I'm going to try it on anyways, because you probably want to see it. On the hand, ready to go. It is just, again, and I wish we had the yellow gold or the rose gold to show you, because I think you'd be buying all 3. Stack. Switch them out. Maybe you're like me. I like to wear gold, yellow gold one day and white gold the other day. And I like to, if there's something I really love, I buy it in both colors. So I match, and I like that. But again, you could stack them all together. You could wear white, yellow, yellow. You could wear white, rose, white. You could do whatever you want. And they do stack, I would say within reason. I think getting any more than 3 is going to be challenging. 3 is a good stackable amount if you would like to. And this one's a little big on me, so it's not going all the way up where it's going to sit. But notice how the diamonds are placed strategically so they are set evenly apart. And this is just a lot of gold for that price tag, and very big diamonds as well. We'll give it a final 60 seconds. I don't know, I felt the need to show that for any of our audience that joined us a little bit later in the show. Maybe you did not see that initially when it was requested. Again, this was not a special for today. It ended up being a special for the day. It wasn't planned that way, but that's the power of your request. That's the power of what you can do by picking up the phone and dialing in. That is the power you have. Get what you love, get what you desire, and invest once. It's a small price to pay when you have a piece of jewelry forever, one that you never need to upgrade. If you win the lottery tomorrow, you don't need to upgrade your ring. You can upgrade other rings, but not this one. There's no way to upgrade it. So you've got the diamond version, you've got the heavy solid gold. It is finished on the inside because it's solid all the way through. It is 4 millimeters wide, 2 millimeters deep, which is why it can work for the biggest, burliest of gentlemen out there who want a big, beefy size 14. It can work for the daintier gals who want a size 3 for their pinky, whatever it is. This is one that if you have another band or something else with a straight edge and you want to set it next to it, do it, stack it, layer it. It's kind of like the Wonder Ring where there are 1,000,001 ways to wear it, and there's no wrong way to wear it. And it's men's, ladies, in any age. It really is. I'm in the business of fine jewelry where one piece will appeal to 1 out of every 1,000 people. That's the challenge here, is we have it all, but I have to hope that the right person who falls in love with that perfect ring is watching at that moment and loves the price and needs to shop for jewelry at that moment. Those are what I'm talking about when it comes to like that designer tourmaline and the bicolor and these unique designs. And listen, I love unique designs. I never want to stop bringing those. But these are the pieces that honestly, I have 1 in a million. 1 in a million pieces I show are like this, where I can stand up here and proudly say, this is universal. This works for anybody and everybody. If you wear rings, if you wear jewelry, I tell you, there are a lot of ladies I talk to and they say, I wish my husband wore jewelry. I wish my boyfriend wore jewelry. I wish my son wore jewelry. I'm going to tell you something. The men of the world, if they're even averse to jewelry, try this ring, because you have a money back guarantee. You can always send it on back to me and get a refund. But if that was like your first starter, like, let's see if he wears it. Let's see if he puts a wedding band on. Let's see if he'll wear that ring. I bet you, because again, you can always spin it and not show the diamonds too if you want to for a different look. So this is where maybe could be for the people that don't typically wear jewelry. This is how you get them started on fine jewelry. I gotta warn you, that might be a slippery slope. They might be addicted to jewelry because you start off with really fine quality and it's hard not to love it and hard not to want more of that great, great, great jewelry. It's so true. It is so true. And it's pieces like this, I try to be reasonable about using words like necessity, must-haves, once in a million. But you know what? It's very much, if you're someone who wants to have one great piece and you want to wear it forever and you never want it to go out of style, it's this ring. It's this ring. And it can be, I said it before, if you identify as more of a contemporary style, if you have more of a vintage style, if you just like real traditional or you like really wild, I mean, everybody's got a need for a great band ring. Pinky, thumb ring, wedding band. Don't need to be married. You can wear this band wherever you want. And of course, the middle and the index finger. And we are sizing it. And are you paying all this extra money? No, it's yellow gold, white gold. I so wish I had the yellow. The only thing better right now is if I had the yellow gold to show you, because it is so rich. It is so lovely. It is so beautiful. There's something about offsetting the big white, bright, round, brilliant diamonds in the buttery richness of the yellow. And I speak from the last few months here. Ever since gold's really been on its rampage, yellow gold has been by far the most popular, especially with our white diamond pieces. Everybody's been choosing yellow gold, and I just wish you could see it. I don't have it here in the studio. Again, it was not scheduled for the show. It was requested. It's a big thanks to Caroline who made this happen, because otherwise this would not be here. Jason, did you get another band? Well done. This is it, guys. Last call on the show. We have about 4 minutes left to go, and we don't see you again till Wednesday. A lot of people reach out to me on Monday and go, I'm panicked. Are you okay? We're not here on Monday. We're not here on Tuesday. I know it's still kind of like a schedule that's evolving, but it's been here this way for a while. Hopefully it'll stay this way for a while. And we have no show on Monday or Tuesday. No day, no night. We're back on Wednesday night. Our weeknight shows are in the evenings from 5 to 8, and our weekend shows, Saturday and Sunday, are here during the day when the sun is out. So although now our shows are so early, the sun is out when we end the show as well. So which is just still so disconcerting for Tony and myself. We sometimes will walk out and we get literally like, we feel like very strange that we're not used to leaving when the sun is still out, unless it's a daytime show. It's weird. I can be sometimes like near home and it's still sort of kind of light out, and it's very strange. But anyway, so $9.99. So like I said, we start at 5 and we go till 8, and that's Pacific time, and we go from 8 to 11 on the East Coast. So even our showtime starts on the East Coast when it's still light out, which is just crazy to think about. But $9.99 if you'd like one. So don't forget, Wednesday night is our next show. So if you'd like to hang out with us and hang out with me, I would love your company on Wednesday night. We've got killer shows every day. We don't just like save the best for one particular day. It's all great jewelry, and quite frankly, if you're a real jewelry lover, you don't miss a show. You just dedicate 15 hours of your week. If your phone tells you, like it does me every Sunday morning, how much time daily I spend on my phone, then you probably know you spend more time in a day looking at your phone screen than we do hours of jewelry shopping in a week. So again, it's a great investment to be here with us, because you can see all the goodies and never miss out. So I would recommend it highly. And again, Wednesday is the next edition of TVON. So I'll remind you, we have I haven't shown this yet. Or do we want to stay with us? We're still really busy on the phone lines. I'll try it on again. Let me show you again the inside. This is the back. I will show you, this is another way to just rotate it and wear it like this, and suddenly you've got a mirror finished solid gold band. Or I think how most of us are going to do it, right there. Diamonds, side to side, boom, right there. Evenly set across the top. They're meant to be seen from side to side when it's on the hand. And then what you can also do if you are stacking them is stagger those diamonds or wear them lined up, whatever you want to do. Go true to size on it, and whatever size you need for whatever finger you intend on wearing it on, and we will have that out to you in short order. So that's going to be it on our show. We have 2 minutes left. If there is anything else you want to inquire about, maybe you're just curious, I wonder if that piece is still here, call us. That's what we're here for. The phone number's at the bottom of your screen. We have a great group here in the phone bank to help you out, to answer those questions immediately, whatever we can do. Even if you want to make a request for a future show, Zine, go ahead. How can I help you? 90 seconds remaining to go. 90 seconds. Any questions on what's available? And we'll be here for a few minutes to help you out as well. Yes? Are you talking about the Blue Star Sapphire? What a way to end the show. Yes, I can. Who is that, Zane? This is just amazing. We got a minute. It's item number 7476. That is our 2747. In a Blue Star Sapphire, let me show you how prominent the 1 star is when you have one light source. Boom. 2747, a carat 14 in just 2 diamonds. That would be nearly 60 points apiece on those white diamonds. And I'll tell you what, we have a minute left in the show. I'll blow it out. It is supposed to be $69,999. I will do this now. I don't have the time, guys. We have literally about 40 seconds. I will make this $14,999. And what an amazing way to finish up our week and our Sunday. Thank you again for being with us today. We so appreciate you watching and shopping. A special welcome to all of our brand new shoppers today. Welcome on in. Thank you so much. Remember, no Monday or Tuesday shows. We are back with you Wednesday night at 5 Pacific, 7 Central, and then, of course, 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll see you then. I sure hope you'll join me for an amazing, amazing show. Looking forward to it. And, of course, be well in the meantime. And, of course, we've got the big holiday week. Oh, that's wonderful. So we'll see you Wednesday night. For all of us here at TVON, I'm Blair. Have a great rest of your Sunday. We'll see you Wednesday.